Anyway, I'm all ready for The Witcher 3. We weren't expecting to do it this week, but you know, IOP's been delayed, so you got an extra week out of me, and then next week we'll be off. As they decided to turn that on its head. Right, I've got to leave the windows open a bit today because it is really hot today. It's over 70 degrees and it's about 75 degrees, so I've got to have windows open. You know, I've got to have some fresh air. Right, today, if you're wondering, we are going to do the missing hunters. Now, since last week, I've been doing a couple of question mark things, you know, because there's hundreds of them basically. And then what I did was I went to the world map. Okay, and last week they were showing up lots of kind of these things like, oh, there's quests on them. So I went round and just collected a few quests, right, on the world map on this one. Okay, so that's what I did, and that has now given us some more quests. Okay, although I've got to press the right button first before I do that, because as you know, you always are very complicated these days. So we've also got this one. I got this one. I got this one. So I've got 4 extra ones now. Isn't that great? So we've now got some good stuff to do to level up our character. All right, now I'm not sure what I did on the character, but I updated something. If I remember that, I'll inform you. So we're doing missing miners. So if we look at the thing, the thing's kind of glaring in my eyes. Hang on. I'm trying to put it in a different position so that it's slightly closer, so it's evening it out a bit better, and it's not quite so in my face. It's it's a bit more to my right, so because it kind of glares across sometimes and it doesn't make it easy for me to read stuff. But it is better with my glasses today, so this is good news. Okay. So right, so a young man from the village of Blanders, I still got to read it, let's be fair. Blander has ventured into the nearby mountains in search of silver. It seems their expedition has taken an unfortunate turn. However, the Witcher was tasked with uncovering their fate. So you might just miss the intro of asking that person about it. Okay. But I've got to try and get some quests ready so that I don't have to go searching around for them on the stream. All right, so just trying to make that a little bit easier on you, for instance. Well, and we actually got a slightly different outfit on. I better show you that as well. So I went and looked through my inventory and found out that sorry, did I go to the wrong one? And I found out some of those things that I had last time were actually better than what I had. I thought I'd got rid of that. Although I can carry, I think I got that just come in here. Okay, so I did get rid of last time. So we got slightly different outfits. I've already put some things in there. Okay. Oh, that's that one. Yeah. It's kind of takes a while to flick over to these sections. So yeah. They were about 20, I think they were on about 20 on some of these Pearson ones, and now we're up to about 40. So we've gained an increase with this armour, and me putting some new things in. I've actually got a slight increase. Okay, so that's good. And I can't remember if I may have got some boots or something, but I'm always trying to just tweak things up a little bit. And on this one, I think I was able to take up a little bit as well and add a few things on it. Okay, but we got plenty of room now because we got this good saddle. I bought some of these as well, these hammers, so we can repair stuff, all that kind of stuff. Not many, but at least there's a few. All right, so that's what we're doing. So we're just going to go and see this chap now about the missing miners. Okay, and hopefully everything will go well today. Hope you all pop in and say hello. I got the right time and the right day. Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Thursday.
It is Thursday, so that's good news, isn't it? So, if people come in, that's wonderful. If they don't come in, then, hopefully you might see it later. I won't ignore all the bins. Right, so we go in here.
Armor, drive the black ones off in a jiffy.
Is that right then? Okay, well, in that case we'll talk to Yeah, I hope they have bigger letters on the next one. Is that Gjarr? Gjarr? I mean, Gjarr? I don't know.
Greetings, Watcher.
Greetings. I'm here about the missing miners.
Hear about the missing miners. Might be able to help. What happened?
Well, we'd heard tales of silver in the northern hills, and seen as coins needed to ready longships for raids, we sent a few lads to see how much truth was in the tales. And, well, they've yet to return.
Oh dear. Well, I won't ask for more money. I can say no, by the way. You can, you know, loads of questions in this. You can say no. I'll look around for them.
Might not be much silver in the hills, but there are monsters, definitely. I'll see if the miners came across any.
Thank you, Watcher.
Alright. So there's missing miners. It gets updated over and over. Yeah, there's always stuff. The only trouble is there's going to be noise from outside, of course. Oh, I haven't got my pen here. Sorry about that. If anybody comes in now, I'll be caught with my pen down. So, sorry about that. And I hope that Kelsey didn't quite hear about the your ankle. So it was your ankle that was causing me trouble. So I'm a little bit more wiser now. Sometimes when I see it back second time, you know, see my stream back, you know, I can see the text that I missed. So I was going on about, you know, low blood pressure and God knows what, and you know, it's just your ankle. Yeah, forgive me for that, Kelsey. But you know, I'm you know, brain doesn't function as well as you would like. Right, so let's travel to the nearby miners. Let's try following the dots. What a great idea, whoever came up with that. What a brilliant idea that was. All we want to need now is modern UIs to get the contrast right so we can actually see them, then we'll be alright. None of that led us astray there. Continental Jambis. And I was going to get a haircut, and then I stopped. And I didn't get a haircut. It's funny how things change all of a sudden, and of course a lot of travelling. Yeah, they like you to investigate and find these little, you know, these travel spots, don't they? I could have asked for that mission there, but do you know what? I'm going the complete opposite way. Why is it taking me that way? That's a very good point, Ray. Why are you going that way? Basically because I'm thick. Oh, well, I see it's leading me round towards it. This is my horse. It is my horse. Right.
Run, Roach.
And we don't have to, you know, face forward to go forward on this. This is a proper horse, you know, not your Bethesda cheap knockoff. Oh, actually, you can go backwards. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Well, that case, I apologise, but it does seem to work better. I found, but it's just, you know. Don't forget, we will be attacked at every opportunity. You know, it's that sort of game where, you know, every corner, every. Right, hang on. Wait a minute. There's another quest possibility here. Excuse me, Mr. Fret or whatever.
What's this offer? Got a contract for me?
Might do, if you're willing to partner with me.
Usually work alone.
Could be to make an exception this time. It's not every day you get a chance to work with the most renowned bounty hunter north of the Yaruga, Djenge Fred himself.
Oh, what do you need me for?
I'll bite. What's the famous Djenge Fred need a witcher for?
I'm guessing you're a man of the world. Perhaps you've come across the Grossbart brothers in your travels.
You hunting them?
No.
Aye, quite the rogues they are. 3 of them, and everyone's got a pack of rapes and murders under his belt.
Oh, well, we'll have to
took
sort
to
that out.
grave robbing lately. Easy to recognize on account of the yellow caps they wear. Folks see 3 yellow tops, they flee to their huts. Which don't help much, of course, because they're also fond of arson.
No, haven't met him.
If you do, tread careful. They're quick to stick a knife in a man's gut, often just by way of greeting.
Doubt they'd try that with a witcher.
You never know with that lot. Right, well I head south soon. Haven't looked there yet. Fare you well. We might meet again someday.
Alright, so that's another one. So, you know, you're going to get quests thrown at you left, right and centre because there are... Yeah, there are lots of quests in this. You know, do gamers want that these days? You know, a nice long beefy single player game. Yeah, we do, yeah. Yeah, I think you can tell by all the recent and unsuccessful live things, you know, you can tell what we want, you know, we want this. You know, although we may not always have time to finish them all and all this kind of stuff, you know, this is what we like. It's got emotion, it's got everything. There's a little bit of a Cyclops there. I wonder if we ought to try a Cyclops. Yeah, don't be frightened, it's only a Cyclops. Alright, oh, I thought from a minute it was going to be a friendly Cyclops. Apparently I can't. Oh, what's going on? I don't know what happened there. Hang on. Well, for some reason I wasn't able to get to the toilet or anything there. Right, okay, well we're gonna die then. Basically we're gonna die, aren't we? Right, I missed it. No, I didn't. Where's who did you get like that? Who did you get like that? Is there? Now, burn his hide. Whoops, or get out of the way, you know, I don't mind. Right, okay, so you know what to do. Just refresh my memory. Because, you know, I'm not panicking in any way at all. It's an Ugrid. It is, well, they're all pretty much the same, really. I mean, this one is, you know, Ugrid oil, alright? It's not that. It's probably this, you know, all Ugrid oil. You know, it's all Ugrid oil and Northern Wind. Although that one's slightly different because he's a rock one. So let's not do that now. So we'll say he's, you know, Cyclops. Is that what he was? So his Ard basically, no, Axie. We can influence his man's brain. Was he I think he was a Cyclops. I know it began with C. So let's mangle with his brain and put that on. Although let's go to that and then it'll be quicker. Inventory, oils. We have our grid oil. It's probably that red one. Or that one. No? Or that one? Or that one? Or that one? No, it's that one. I'll tell you what I have noticed is that every time I was doing this the other day, and every time I tried to put oil on here, okay, it's done it. But when I go back, it hasn't put it on. So I think I was wrong when I was saying I could put the oil on, because I actually tried this out of combat and it wouldn't put it on either. So for some reason it is not putting the oils on, which is why I'm probably struggling. So I haven't been able to fathom out what this problem is. So if anybody knows how to get out of that situation, if you could please let me know, because I tried it out of combat and it still would not change. It's been stuck on relic oil for probably God knows how many episodes, and there's me thinking that I've done it. So I don't know how to cure this problem. Alright, we could use Northern Wind. So that is probably why we're not doing as good as we should do. Right, let's do Axie. Well, apparently that was too late. But yeah, you can see, yeah, you don't get much chance to do these things here. It doesn't actually seem to be doing anything. So let's try this. Oh yeah, I think we're coming. Maybe not. No, I wouldn't bother if I was you, mate. I'm a witcher, you know. Oh shit. And that's the end of him. I'm using my just sheer skill and innocence.
Might want to look around some.
Right, okay. So, is that something to do with it? Not really sure. There's something red over there. I'd say let's keep away from that. So it could be something to do with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm now going to try and see if we can apply this oil, because if this is not working, we have a serious problem on our hands if this isn't changing to the one that I want it to. Because it says relic oil there. It's either that or it is putting it on, and that relic thing there is actually wrong. I don't know how I would find that out. So not really sure what to do about that. Right, let's go to my inventory, because you know, I'm going to have to keep repairing my stuff all the time. So let's see what we've got. That is 40%. And that, yeah, I got job to read. It's like that light actually doesn't. It's counterproductive because it can, you know. But I don't know. I didn't realise it was that powerful. So it's only 20% I need. It does take a while to get through all these UIs these days, doesn't it? So yeah, 15%. Let's do that one. But there's so much you got to do on the UIs now are so complicated these days that it's really difficult to do this stuff and just manage it really. It can be quite intense, can't it? Right, so I'm going to meditate. Oh, I should have gone that extra hour there, so I'll go an extra hour, fill up our stuff again, and then I'm going to see if that sword has, so I'm slowly getting out, whether it has updated this thing. Yeah, it still says relic oil. So I don't quite know how to make this change from what it is. So there seems to be some kind of bug here. And this could be right from very early on in the game for all I know. I'll leave the horse. Oh no, there he is. Come here, beauty. I can push from any angle.
Hey,
Right, let's keep going, but yeah, obviously everywhere we go we're going to get attacked all along that. It's, I don't know, it's slightly annoying to have to be attacked all the time. Right, okay. Just
miners
here,
camp.
the miners
Could
camp.
find some clues.
I'm going to keep getting this water because basically it comes in handy. So just a little top up every now and again. So is it water or anything I generally pick up because I've been using it for the side quests and things. Right, let's pick up this because this is contains loot, although not much. Right, so let's see what this is.
Had a rich
here.
vein, but something went wrong.
We'll grab all that. Then we got that
Footprints.
there.
Human.
Okay. That's a fire there. I think I've got that. Oh no, it's a different one. I'll pick some of that up for now. Right, so it looks like we've probably got to follow footsteps, but yeah, very wavy, isn't it? Is it going that way or that way? I think it's going that way. Oh, to where it's all those millions of enemies, probably. But let's investigate around and just see if there's anything else that might show up, preferably in the area. Looks like there is something to. It's actually marking where I should be looking. So that's. I'll cover that. So it looks like it is. I think. Oh yeah, there is a setting. Let me just show you that. I was just going through settings and things, and I did notice that it's see, it's got here automatically apply blade oil. So I turned it off so I could put it on manually, but it still didn't work because it was on last week. So it's not automatically applying the oils either. So I've turned the fisheye effect off. Okay, so I'm finding at the moment it's kind of stuck and it will not swap between the two. you know, swap to the new one. But somewhere on here is yeah, I'm on story and sword because, you know, if you do the next level, it's much harder. Now it's trying to find the right one here because there's so many options and they're hidden away. I've got the font size very big so I can see it easier. I found, oh no, I'll go to that. I wish they'd just make the font size bigger on the normal HUD like this, because I've got everything on as maximum as I can. But there's something where it shows, you know, what you see in your Witcher view. You know, your Witcher view. It actually shows on the map, so that is proving valuable to kind of help me know which way to go. But obviously, you still got to, you know, update it every now and again.
Wounds caused by a blunt instrument. Ribcage smashed in.
Getting ever closer to the vicious enemies. So it could be some people aren't aware that I'm streaming today, thinking I'm on, you know, having my eye up. So I thought it'd be very handy.
Someone crawled through here with a broken leg.
Have this to appear on the map as well. But only when you're in this vision, you see. It only shows up when it, otherwise it goes away. So it's really quite handy. Because at least you've got an idea of which direction to go. Which I must admit, probably didn't notice the first time. Right, what's this then? Something here, so I don't know. It's always hard to know where it progresses, isn't it? Because you know, sometimes the X doesn't show up until you're almost on top of it. In fact, oh, if you slow it down on the next game. Could you do it so that, you know, when they attack, you know, could they just come in like a little bit slower and not immediately hit you, whether you press the button or not? Because they seem to react quicker than you can press a button. Might be because I'm
Wind
slow,
didn't fell these trees. Something else did. Something big.
Something big.
Wind didn't fell these trees.
Oh, sorry, did I press
Something
it
else
again?
did. Something big.
Sorry. First mistake of the day. So it looks like it's up this way. He ventured. So it's, yeah, I don't like the distortion. So if you don't like that distortion effect, just turn off the fisheye effect. Okay, and then you'll be okay. I always pick up this stuff because it's important in this and many other games.
Crushed bones. Human bones.
Oh, I know
Troll looks like.
I know we do this a lot, where we have to, you know, do this continually refreshing, but that's the system that it has. Right, and I'm gonna just press that and take some water just to save me bothering with it. It does, you know, it does take a while. You know, it's like you take it and then it kind of waits. I wish it was a bit more instant, because that is rather slow. So I'll just let that go up before I go in, and then we'll save. Because, you know, if you don't save every 5 minutes in this, you're pretty much dead. And let's just see if we can still, you know, see if it will put on. Has it put on the right oil? Well, we don't know what it is yet. It's still saying relic though, isn't it? I don't know about you, but you know, it's not really updating. So it could be it is updating, but we just can't see it. I'm just getting rid of these so I know what the new stuff is. Okay, so let's see if we you know, how long we last. It'd be great if you could do stealth in the next one, wouldn't it? Well, there's something big and bad there, but there's something red there.
Dead. Just dead.
Yeah, pretty much. Right, I'm going to go around here because, you know, loot, you know, is always the biggie.
Extensive bruising and abrasions. Broken bones.
So I hope you enjoyed The Witcher today. I'm managing to get through it, piece by piece.
Silver vein. What they came for. What they died for.
Talk about crunching. But you know, quicker I get through these nuts, the better. The Brazil nut today, if you're wondering. Water, yeah, just keep getting that, because I'm going to take water as the simplest thing. It does it for about 1 minute. It, you know, fills you up. Just lets it go up for about a minute. So it's a good little thing in between. I call it the in-betweeners. Sorry. Right, there's something vicious down there. Right, let's go down this this area. No, that's where we came in, alright. Right, you can't actually, you know, see, you know, maybe a little bigger. What if I can make that map bigger? Is there any way I can make that map bigger? Is there like pressing loads of buttons? No? No? Right. So I like to hug the edges, you know, just to, you know, look out for important gear, or, you know, like a potion would be nice, wouldn't it? I'll whip around the edge very stealthily, I don't think. I have some steel plates, this all helps to build stuff. So crafting in this, you can't craft it, but somebody else can craft it for you who have the materials. Just about you, but I don't like to look at that, do you? If I could go in stealthily, I would. Ashes, ashes. But I reckon.
Wham-a-Wham, go man! So when will do?
Oh, are you Wham-a-Wham?
Stop me, I want to talk.
Wham-a-Wham. Whoa, whoa. Oh, okay. Right. Okay, one of those, is he?
Wait, I want to talk.
Mr. Fire?
Talk? Talk? But you can't. Or call you Wham-a-Wham like this?
Exactly.
I love how
Why
to
do
speak.
you wham 'em?
Things in Walk Troll House. Trolls say outmans, but they Wham-a-Wham troll rocks. So troll wham too.
Right, so, yeah, I'm kind of getting the context here of won't get away with this. Is that he won't get away with it, or the people who will attack him get away with it? I wish they'd give some sort of context so we know what we're choosing. Or I could say, I'll let this slide, they were asking for it, which probably implies that we're on his side. I wish they'd give us an idea.
From what you say, they were asking for trouble. I'll let it slide this time. But kill any other humans, and I'll come back and cut off your head.
Yeah.
Understand?
No, words are words many. Hurt head.
Yeah, I know the
Let me
feeling.
try again. Wham-a-Wham mans again. I'll swish a swash a swunk you.
This is why this game is so good.
No more troll wham. And this man take, for be good man, and no swish a swash.
What a clever little thing. There you are. So I managed to complete the quest without killing the poor little thingy. So there you go. With my superior intelligence, brains, and general incompetence, I managed to negotiate my way out of that. How of that? I don't know how I did that. Sheer luck and, you know, I meant to try and kill him really, let's be honest, but don't tell him that. Otherwise he might cotton on to the idea. I won't do bother with that one. But yeah, you know, pretty dark and gloomy, so, you know. Oh, see, this is the stuff we want, you see. Superior cat. So these diagrams here, they also give us, you know, some of these potion recipes as well. So very, very important to pick up those. I may say that several times. So there you are. So we got to tell the village elder and Blanders what has happened to the missing miners. Basically, they were interrupting the poor little troll, and he wasn't very happy about it. I'd say good luck, Wham-a-Wham. So I'm going to do an executive decision here. Just going to refill my myself there. Just make sure everything's tippy-toppy. Alright. Got experience there, so we can be gentle and humane. I must admit, did go in with that attitude of I'll kill him, but you know, he just suddenly stopped. So, you know, don't always go in full pelt. No, I'm the greatest exponent of that, but you know, sometimes I get it wrong. We all make mistakes, don't we? As the Dalek said, climbing off the dustbin. It's an old joke. Oh, no. If you don't get it, just please tell me and I'll explain it to you in more detail. Well, apparently I can't. My horse won't come. Oh, he is there. Is he coming? I'm kind of doing the double click option. No, he's not happy then. Right, so let's have a look, see where we gotta go. We might have a marker now, so we can go all the way back. Right, so let's go here. Okay, and then we can go back to where we came from. Right, so let's follow the yellow brick road, which is generally I go in a straight line. We sure of get some vicious action on the way then. You know, I'm a bit of an action man, you know, a bit like a toy really, only more subtle.
It's clearing up.
Well, the horse I'd left outside, so it just obeyed my orders because it said, well, I'm right there, why should I bother with you? Well, yeah, trouble is, I don't think I can do it while I'm on a horse, that's the only trouble. Right, go here, and then go back. Using the now, no, but obviously it won't go there, you've got to go there. So we're actually getting somewhere. So I don't know, it's very quiet today, not because everybody thought I was away.
Must be prospered
But it could well be that, you know, I'll tell you what.
Silver in them hills.
Aye, it's there. It ain't so easy to get it out.
So maybe some people still think I'm recovering from my eye
in
off.
those caves. Something that kills any man.
I know it's saying sometimes I don't go towards the thing. Yeah, it's because they've got this little cone of thing in, I can't always see it very well. I should have took the horse, didn't I? Don't worry, he follows me everywhere I go.
I'll take half from the horns.
Do I actually move? Apparently.
What'll we leave for the gods?
So we've got to go back up here. Actually, I wonder if there's anything in here. All right, because you know, got to look out for the loot, haven't we? It's probably the correct way in, to be honest. Yes. Might be handy. I mean, you don't have to pick all the stuff up, but yeah, I do, because now I've got a nice lot of room. Alchemist powder, I think that comes in handy. Bread. Bread, not so much.
You were there in the keep when the werebears attacked.
Right, is that right? It looks like it's right, yeah. Excuse me, Gjarr.
Greetings, Watcher.
I'm here about the missing miners.
Your miners are dead. Not one of you knew a troll lived there?
We'd heard mention of it, but
But greed went out over reason.
not your place to judge us. What about the troll?
Left him in peace. Advise you to do the same.
Turn curd, you mean? What kind
No,
of
just
monster
using my
slayer are
brain.
you? Out of my sight.
Some say I may have been lucky
that
to
one.
get away with that, but you know, I didn't want to go in, you know, gung-ho. Therefore, going around the outside looking for loot seems to be a positive step. And when he attacked me, you know, I just kept away a bit, and just, thankfully it was long enough to persuade him. So don't always rush in. I know I'm the worst one for doing that, but still. I know sometimes it pays off. I try not to sometimes, but you don't always know what the circumstances are and what's going to happen, do you? Look. So, again, it defaults back to that one, so you got to keep, you know, getting it to go to this one. Now, I'm going to go with wisher contracts because these mostly are you know, cards, races, and the one we can't do. So let's see then. I say let's go for a real low one here, just there. All right, so let's go to the map, find out what that is. I presume it's you know, quicker if you're on the horse, but I don't know. I'm not a massive fan of using horses all the time. It depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But, you know, he's always there, so wherever I go, he's going to be close by, isn't he?
When we finally take the fight to the...
Right, okay. And then go to where it is on the map, which is here. Okay, how do I know that? Well,
the curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of
You might
Mists.
see that a lot, because until I advance it, you won't see another one. So, sorry about that. I'm just checking that I am live. Yeah. Okay. Right, so let's hurry.
Is this necessary? On the road all day. Now.
There's one thing with this game is, and I don't know if that'll change in the next one, but, you know, will we have to take meals? So, like, oh, you know, because our stamina run out otherwise. Oh, please, Project Red, please do not go down the route without all the survival games. Please, we got enough to think about as it is without having to worry about, oh, we got to take something to help us, you know, have a meal. I mean, I could, you know, it just adds more to what we already have, which is already a lot. Right, we've got to go to Sylvester Amello. Let me just refresh ourselves why we've come in here. So a merchant by the name of Sylvester Amello had hung a notice on the board asking for help in tracking down a thieving imp. It seems the merchant's guild was being pestered by a mysterious creature who kept stealing wares from its members' stores. Geralt accepted the job. Okay.
Greetings, Master.
Hello there. Nice cap. I'm here about the contract.
Hear about the contract? Really got an imp problem? Or is that just an imp perfection in the notice?
You ought not jest, Master Witcher. I know the creatures are only to exist in fairy tales, yet I saw one with my own eyes as it stole from my stall.
Really? So, what did it steal? Or what did it look like?
All right. So what's this imp look like?
Like a mean, fat cat, but a very large one. This tall, see? And it walked upon its hind paws.
Doesn't sound much like an imp, does it? What did it steal? There's an occasion where I've got two of those yellow ones. Usually, you know, one of these is it's either one or the other, but sometimes it is both, so it's a bit confusing.
What did it swipe from you?
Once it was bread, then a fish, then
oh, catastrophe.
Apples. Might not seem like much, but add it together and the business suffers.
Oh,
and I'm hardly alone in being pestered. It's nicked something from every stand in the square. So, will you teach it a lesson with your silver sword?
Well, if the price is right, depends on what you're willing to pay.
Make it worth my while and I will. Demand for witches is high, supplies low.
Yeah.
I pick and choose my contracts these days.
Plus, there's, you know, it's a lot of time, isn't it? Right, I'll just ask for a little bit more, not greedy.
Fine negotiation on your part, Master. So be it. We'll call it agreed.
Yeah, not greedy. Okay, I'll do it.
Relax, I'll help you. Small businesses are the foundation of a healthy economy, and so on and so on.
Thank you, Master Witcher. I don't know if this will be of use, but most recently the thief leapt over that wall and ran into a passageway. It was the last I saw of him and a few of my wares.
We'll do it. Isolate that over there then.
This side of the pond.
Well, it's looking like it could be up here, isn't it? Have I got to investigate that? Right, hang on.
Merchant was right. Actually does look like a giant cat.
Oh, that explains it then. Why would he call it an imp? That's what I want to know. So have I got to go there then?
Human, are you? Look for your kind beyond
Probably.
the walls.
Yep, definitely. Under there, round here. Hello. So it's a bit better about the distortion effect, isn't it? Although, you know, his eyes got a bit weird.
Necessary. On the road all
Comes to a little bit of a dead end there.
What? You know who I am. I'm Jean-Baptiste III. Yes, of those Baptistes. And all
Right, so now what? Ah,
Looks like the imp dropped some loot.
what is it, girl?
Shut your gob.
Has he walked forward?
Like a good lad.
Another track.
And that. Oh, I see. Oh, it's up there.
Looking to make some coin too, eh?
Okay, right.
Washed your hair.
Drop down into the moat. Trail ends here.
Going to the fish
I'll
market.
get down there. Why, is it possible to get down there, or would I die a miserable death? Tricky that, isn't it? I'll do a save a minute, and then I'll think about jumping off. Not about the crunching, but, you know, I've got to have something. Can't have, like, proper food. Yeah, I wish you could look down in camera. Why is it's kind of fixed? I can't quite... You know, because I want to know if there's water there so I can just jump off. There is water there so I can just jump off. Right, okay. Oh, for a minute I thought it was going to be a lost cause, but obviously my... I'm not as dumb as I look. I love that one. I won't bother with that. I meant to click on this actually. Yeah, this is some of the UI because he kind of turns so quick. It kind of, you know, you got to be facing it.
Prints end here. Boot prints start there. Could it be the puss in boots?
It does. You do seem to have to be quite close to it to actually register it. So don't forget that if you're playing The Witcher and you're struggling a bit. Is make sure you're
open.
Almost on top of it sometimes like that.
Look for your kind beyond the walls.
Right, let's have a look in here then.
Letter?
What's this?
Well, well. Our imp's at least literate, if not outright educated.
Alright, let's have a look at this and read it. Jane, or Jan, please, out of this hey, cut out this nonsense at once. Yeah, as I say, Mel is terrible. Now, this might come to you as a surprise, but a giant cat will tend to stick in people's memory. Why don't you pick some other safer form like I do? I've been walking around as a beggar for 3 years now, and no one's batted an eye. And such earrings. And such... Oh, earnings, sorry. Earrings. It's funny how eyes can trick you. Earnings. You wouldn't need to steal anymore. So, how will it be? If you decide on it, I'll put a word in for you with the King of Beggars. Till our next writing, Louise. P.S. Burn this letter once you read it, alright? Yeah, yes, I know. I'm paranoid, but humour me and burn it. P.P.S. If this it looks like if I find this letter next time, I will come to see you. You owe me a beer. Looks like he didn't get rid of it. I'm quite sure what that one is.
A Doppler. Explains a lot.
A Doppler,
and
yeah.
complicates matters. Need a good lead to track him down.
So by reading another note, it's Griffin one, and that gear is useful. It's just that I've always found it a job to actually hang on. I've always found that as a job. I'm going to take that. And he tried fruit and nuts. So I do like nuts, as you know. Alright. So I think that is it. So find a way to try it using your Witcher senses. With Doppler. So, have I got a special thing in my inventory? Let me have a look a minute on. Because, you know, there is a lot of things in this game. In all different categories. So, the more complicated these games get, the harder it is to get through it, I find. But it might be just me. I mean, will this help? See and hear ghosts. I mean, it's not. I don't know. Is it a ghost? That's needed to complete a quest. That's needed to. So, don't really say what it is, does it? So, yeah, I wish it would just like say, oh, equip the whatever, you know. Just so that we have to, use our brain. It says nearby, so it's not saying upstairs, but we're going to go up there. And I hope this doesn't lead us to a dead end, because sometimes they can do. Right, looks like we're okay there, but I'm getting a loot first. I wouldn't do the books, because...
a woman's blouse,
like
a man's shirt,
books.
a child's shoes, but only one bed. Lavender, strong scent. Enough to track him down.
Okay, right, got scent. Mug now. Yeah, it's trying to get. Yeah, you see what I mean? It's like you got to be just the right spot to hit it. I don't do the beers because they tend to make you a bit sluggish and make you drunk. So I tend not to use those. I always reject stuff which I don't feel are useful in games. If I find they have a minimal effect or I just don't bother them. I know I'm
folk in this city.
frugal.
Racial hygiene's as
Right then.
poor as their personal hygiene.
Right then, so we've got to follow the scent. Okay. Now, it doesn't actually show you like a way, but I presume because it's come from there, we're going this way.
Happy
But
trails.
would have been nice, I suppose, if it had a little bit of movement, wouldn't it? But
No,
it can't work out, can it?
Had a loaf of bread too, but I dropped it. Decided not to
Oh,
go back.
could be this person here.
If anything happened to
Mine,
you, we'd
mine.
go hungry.
Let's confront him. So this could be the Doppler.
Rare sight. An elf and a guard of the eternal fire having a friendly chat.
Yeah. Oh.
Friendly? Nothing further from the truth. This racist here has demanded to search me, for no reason at all.
You's a non-human. I need no other reason. Lucky I didn't find anything on you. Now piss off to the woods. Go play your flute.
That's a nice scent.
Nice scent. And here I thought temple guards were unkempt boors.
You dare insult an officer on duty?
Yeah.
Let me give you some advice, mutant.
Look who's talking. I know you're a Doppler and a kleptomaniac.
Yeah.
Merchants put out a contract on me.
That's right.
Always the same old shit.
Okay, oh, we got to chase somebody now. Oh, right, I don't know if we've had a chase one before.
My man carries his gift like that.
Okay. Hey there!
Really want to see an angry witcher.
Do you?
Oh, that was a quick change. Uh-oh. It's not going to change, is he?
Damn, I love it.
Okay, right, okay. Right, and I managed to get the, there you go.
Please, stop. I surrender.
Might be able to look like a witcher, but that won't make you fight like one.
Exactly.
You're donning your skins enough to know what kind of man you are, what you feel.
Right, okay, so I can either do, gotta leave no dread, no excuses, glad to make an exception in your case, and draw a weapon. So we're gonna fight him, or tell him to leave. He'll probably do it again. And go somewhere else and steal somewhere else. So I'm going to draw my weapon and we're going to get rid of him.
You learned something, but not everything. I spare any monsters that aren't dangerous. Thing is, you attacked me, unprovoked, so that doesn't apply to you.
Not your lucky
day.
Gives monsters the shits.
Try again, Johnny. And that is how you get rid of an elusive thief. A simple mission, I know, but excuse me, Mr. Dwarf. Tomorrow if I just pick up these sandwiches and the other groovy items, I will have the Doppler trophy as well. All these trophies, they give you little buffs, which you know, I tend to carry a few of them so that it covers a couple of things. Because I wasn't sure if you could carry multiple ones. So, you know, so if anybody knows, you know, if that's true or not. But what my thought process is, I know it's hard, but is that it gives you all these slots. So I presume I can carry all of these, although it kind of weigh one each. But I presume if, you know, it covers a wide range of things. Okay, I notice it's saying relic on every single one, so I've got a feeling it's actually not updating that. So the oil may be going on, but it seems to be everything that I put, you know, it seems to be saying relic. So I'm quite sure what is going on with that. Now we'll just see if this is better. It isn't. Okay. Right then, so we managed to do that quest. Right, so we've got to return to the marketplace. I'll say that again without tongue-tying myself. Now, missions popping out. I don't know whether this, in The Witcher, whether these quests just keep on appearing for, you know, forever and ever. Alright, so I don't know if they just got, you know, they just continually generate, or whether there's a, you know, a fixed amount.
Enough. Leave him alone.
Oi, you a non-humanophile, is that it?
I said, leave him alone.
If there's one thing I hate, it's to repeat
So,
myself.
and I think this is one of those
Leave
repeatable
him
ones.
be.
Because
Hey lads,
every now and again
got
somebody
one
gets
eager for
attacked,
a
you've got to
licking
help 'em
here.
out.
Let's show him what happens to freak lovers in
I wouldn't
Novigrad.
have told you, I've got a very strong sword here.
Oh yeah, when there's one freak, can't spit at another.
So this won't take long, don't worry.
What? Lost
Okay,
your
I
nerve?
missed that one. But it still didn't stop me from chopping his head off. Therefore, leaving the street
Thank
safer.
you, Vatgern. If you hadn't intervened,
Vatgern
they'd have
is
snipped
the
my
Witcher.
ears like they did Phalar's. Or worse.
Which I can't remember. I think it's like an old name for like a... Sorry, not old. Did I say a werewolf? A witcher. Right. So get out of Novigrad if I were you.
I'd leave Novigrad if I were you.
How about that? Non-humans bother you as well?
Me? No. The Eternal Fire, yes. They've got other scapegoats to burn right now, but it won't be long before they come for you.
I don't believe they will. They'd not dare go that far.
I was in Rivia in 1268, during the massacre. Know
Right.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. Be careful and farewell. I mean, is he going to get out or not? Or I got to
I'd
repeat
leave
that?
Novigrad if I were you.
How about that?
Me?
Okay.
No. The
Right,
Eternal...
okay.
I don't believe they will.
I was in Rivia in 1260.
Right, we can skip this, by the way. So, okay, be careful then. And
Take care of yourselves now.
Meaning?
So, he's
what would you have
gonna-
me do? Never leave my home? Step off the pavement to let a human pass?
Farewell.
So it looks like, you know, he wants to stay by the look of it, unless I've got that wrong, of course. Alright, so there are things that, you know,
boss you
I don't know,
around,
procedurally generate, I don't know, which are kind of like gangs, you know, people getting hurt, you know, all that kind of stuff. So this is what
You
these
shall
are,
die
probably.
for what you've done. I've done...
What's this about?
This Dwan sold Fistek to some young elves. A contaminated batch that killed every other user.
Lies. They mean to kill me, steal my gold. Help me, please.
What you sold was poison. Shame you weren't there to see the young lad and others expire amidst spasms.
You, all of you, to an elf. You despise humans, seek vengeance on us. But can you fault us? Fault me for your civilization's downfall?
Shut your mouth, poisoner.
So, yeah, what do we do? So I need to check if he's carrying fish tech first.
Need to see if this man's actually carrying any Fistek.
We've done that already. Checked everywhere, even his boots. Nothing. The bastard sold it all, which hardly makes him innocent.
So I've got no proof that he sold any, let alone a contaminated powder. So, or if they do what they want with him. But I'm going to do that one.
Don't see any proof this man sold anyone Fistech, let alone contaminated powder. Can't let you kill him.
Then you too shall die, Vaedermaker. Shame you happened on our path, and chose to stand in our way.
Come on, come closer.
Could do this. Heads off, isn't it? I'm over here, by the way. Oh! Oh dear. You tell me, yeah.
Look at
Oh,
this.
too late there. Well, I did as quick as I could. Looks like I didn't make it. So I'll just take those. I won't take all the little bit is. Right, okay. So we've got to return to the marketplace, so let's find the map. This is where, see, this is where it would have been easier, wouldn't it? We could have just, you know, from here, we could have just gone to there and just traveled straight to it. So I think it would be good if they did that change, because this is kind of a, you know, having to keep going back to one of these. I think, I don't know, do you think that's needed really? I think it, you know, it's just sort of taking you longer to do it, really. That's my thoughts. I don't know what you think on that, but I think that is probably it'd be a better idea next time. Make it a little bit quicker, because it's going to be a big game. You didn't really need it to be slowed down for anything like that. Yeah, it's kind of like tricky trying to work out how to get to it.
It's clearing up.
It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of up there. so a little bit tricky to get to, but oh, I can go up there, right? Okay. Yeah. So generally, it will lead you pretty well to the spot, but it can get a bit confused at times. So, well, basically, we got to go here. So I don't know why we even did that. But it brought us up here to go back. So not as bad as I thought. So I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Ate at the Kingfisher.
Interesting game in every way. You can see the tech though, it's starting to, you know, look a bit old. That's probably why. Even though this has been enhanced, you know, it's had a free upgrade, like some people, where they've increased the textures and stuff. You know, it's still, you know, starting to look at its age a little bit.
Greetings, Master.
Hence the change to Unreal. Okay, the job is done.
Problem solved. That imp of yours turned out to be a Doppler. Kept shape-shifting until I took its head.
A Doppler? It seems we've no means to rid ourselves of this scourge. We burn one, another appears. Accursed pests.
What can you do?
Perhaps now they'll give the market a wide berth at the least. I thank you, Master Witcher, in my own name and the guild's.
Want to have a hat? Okay, and the game has been saved. Did you actually say the game saved that? I'm going to double check on that. Excuse me. Let me just have a look. It did actually save there, so it does have some checkpoints, which I must admit, did I ever notice that before? I probably didn't, because I haven't gone to this menu. So it is doing checkpoints. But generally, I just keep saving. Just so that, because I don't think it keeps all of those checkpoints, it only keeps some. So if you had a couple of different plays, I'm not sure if it would do the quick saves in each one, so best to be safe really. Right, is there anything we can sell here? Let's have a look.
The best stock in all Novigrad. No need to push, enough for all.
Alright, so yeah, they'll always do an introduction, you
Very
can skip
good.
that.
Manners before trade, always.
And keep on skipping it. What do you have on offer?
Let me have a look.
Anything interesting? Something nice? Now, I've got this stuff to get rid of flies coming around my windows by spraying around the windows. But it doesn't seem as effective as the one I used to have, which was very, very good at keeping them away. So, yeah, I won't be getting this one again, but the one that I normally use, it is very effective, and it always sells out because it's so effective. So it's I just can't get it. It always sells out every time. I've only been able to get it once. So I haven't really got much shot. It's just mostly a few things, but not of the kind of higher level things that I need. Right. So again, it kind of defaults back to the main mission like it always does. So let's carry on with these Witcher contracts, because really I can't really do, I don't want to do fist fights. There's a couple of these that I could do, but we're kind of a Witcher, we do contracts, so I'm going to do some of these. Let me see if we can do this one. Alright, so let's see where that is. So again, we got to keep, so I don't know, I don't think this is necessary, is it? It'd be better if we just be able to go here and then go straight there, or whatever, wouldn't it? Although actually it's very close. So, I don't know, what do you think about it? I think they'll make that change where they'll just let you go straight to it as opposed to go into the thing first, then clicking on it, and then clicking to the destination. It's like, I think it would be quicker to just do it as one thing. So maybe while they change engines, make that a bit easier. Right, I've got to talk regard. So this is Deadly Delights, okay, which is, let's just remind ourselves on that. So we noticed on sitting at a notice board that intrigued him. It seems keeping the peace in Novigrad was not the city guard's only problem. Okay, so that's the one we're doing. Alright. So... oh, it's right here, yeah. Okay, hello there, sir. Nice outfit. Sorry? I'm here about the job.
I'm here about the contract.
Oh, well.
Oh.
A night patrol got massacred. Tough men, the lot. Armed to the teeth. A beast, must be.
Must?
Could be, right?
What makes you say that?
If you've seen the corpses...
tell me about them.
What did the corpses look like?
I've not seen anything like it in my life, and I've seen a lot of corpses. Ever heard talk of folk who died in the deserts of Zerrikania from the heat alone?
No.
These corpses came straight out of those tales.
Ooh, oh no. Do we believe that? Where are the bodies?
Bodies buried yet? Where?
Orders were to burn them. Our medic was to take a look first, talk to him. He's at the docks now.
See what I can do.
We'll pay you. The boys and me, we pulled what we had for a reward.
Oh, excellent. I like pools. Right then, so, there's, lots of lots of travelling. But, yeah, we'll walk it. Okay, but every time you see a message board with a yellow one on, that means there's like a proper contract on there. Some of these are just otherwise they're just like little notes, little local lore. So feel free to look at, if you want to get more into the game, if you're a real absolutely crazy Witcher kind of person, and you want all the lore as well, like you do in a lot of these games. Yeah, I don't always go into every single bit of the lore, but it depends how much I like the game, really. But I know a little bit about The Witcher to kind of get by.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
Well, hang on, let's find out. If somebody could remind me to go to the hairdressers, because it's about time I got my hair done, isn't it? It could be this person here. There's a medic here.
You're the medic.
What
you
can
tell
I
by
help
the
you
mask. It looks very much like that guy in Star Wars, isn't it? The kind of one with the long snout and the tongue that kept dribbling down. What was his name? Any Star Wars fans out there? Just to remind me. There's dead guards. Why don't you tell me about them?
I'm looking into the dead guards. Heard you did autopsies.
Did their friends hire you? Good. I'm happy to help.
They in medieval times, that's the kind of things they used to wear. And they did it in real medieval times, in real life. So that's why he's got that. Did you find any wounds on the body?
Find any claw or fang marks on the bodies?
Fangs? No. Claws? Not quite. Only scratches. Fingernails, most likely. from their adventures with whores.
Ah, it must be good. Where were the bodies found?
Last body. Where was it found?
In a side alley along the road from the docks to the brothel district. Someone had dropped it there in the middle of the night.
Need to examine that spot.
Heard the corpses were desecrated.
Heard the bodies were desiccated.
Do you believe a beast killed them? I don't. The bodies were dried out. But perhaps they tried to apprehend a mage who cast a nasty spell on them.
Was it dehydration?
Strictly speaking, no. Though I don't quite know what to compare it to.
Thanks.
Okay.
Should go see the place where they were found.
Good luck.
Good luck. Right, okay. And so there's really good voice acting in this, you know. Plain people sound like, you know, plain people, you know, oh god, you know, kind of, you know, thugs sound like thugs. So yeah, it's a good bit of acting in it. And you know, a bit more of a background. You know, I could drop stuff into there, of course, that's our stash. Right, let's go all the way back to that road then. And thanks to the beauty of having stamina, which never runs out, especially when you're out of combat. What a beautiful idea that is. Let's keep that going, shall we? In all games, so you have to raw meals every 5 seconds.
I was made for loving.
Yeah, that's for survival games. It doesn't have to be the every RPG out there. That's why there are different types of games that cater for different things. So that's why I'm not a big fan of bringing survival elements into this, only if it's minimal. I don't want it to like completely take over the game, so that you can't survive without it. I think some of them, you know, they rely on it too much, and it becomes a hindrance.
On top of me.
Bodies were found here. Gotta look for clues. Anything unusual.
Thanks, Geralt.
Hoof prints, clearly. A horse? No horse I know walks on 2 legs.
A 2-legged horse. You don't see those every day, do you? Could be a man with horseshoes on. Yes, this sounds a bit ridiculous, but you know. Anything in there? Anything in there? Oh, I've got to be the other side of the fence, have I? Right, let's follow the mysterious 2-footed horse.
Oi, cocker!
Or torse, as I like to call them. I have that. And I have that. Goes round here. Right, okay, let's go over there.
Evidence all points to crippled Kate's.
Could well be in there. Or it could be in here.
Empty perfume vial. Expensive. Neighborhood's a bit shabby for this.
Another scent one. So yeah, it's generally like, you know, tracks and scent. I wonder if I can go in here. No. Right, okay. Follow this scent.
Watch it, try. No regrets, not your stomping ground.
No discounts.
Uh-huh. Oh, right, what's going on there? Okay, let's follow this, see what happens.
So I wondered if I could heading a king.
But it's not quite so interactive, I find, as say Skyrim or Oblivion. Well, more Skyrim, where you know they react to all different situations. They do react, you know, like if you hit them or bump into them or whatever, or they run away. If you, so they're quite so much of the, you know, they react in lots of different ways, but there's still that some reactivity in the game. Yeah, sometimes it switches. It tries to switch automatically for you, but sometimes I tend to pick up the water because it's something I use the most. So I don't have to keep, you know, going into my inventory all the time. I just worry about water and that's it. So it's a quick 1 minute fill up of your health.
Think I pissed me trousers.
This is it.
There he is. Just there.
That's not.
No. Do it till it stops talking. So if you're doing an animation or anything like that, just wait till it stops. before you try saving,
Well,
and then it should do it.
and I'm a little mother.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse you. Buckling my star, man. Excuse me, Mr. Townsman.
Where am I?
Are you alright? That's the question. I'll just do that then.
You alright?
I was in the house.
That one?
I believe so. Forgive me. I must rest.
Charmed by a succubus? Gotta get in that house, see what's inside.
So, the ticket is this one then. Right, it says above as well, that's a nice clue. Right, aha. It says above, so there's even more above. How do I get above the above? Let's just try going over here and see if we can get above the above the above. Unlikely, isn't it? Right, how do I do that? Ah, this is where we could come unstuck, because sometimes... Right, it could be we can go up...
Wanna dip your dingle?
Why is your hair so grey,
I can't see a way up there, can you?
Think I pissed me
It's implying that it's this stair. Unless I can find a key.
It's a material
Is there a
world.
key in one of these things?
It's everywhere. I see it all around.
Trouble is, it tries to switch, but it doesn't always. I mean, I find you don't normally have to do this, but
This life, sometimes
yeah, it kind of leads you so far and then kind of comes to a halt. So it's a little bit tricky to work out sometimes.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Let me ask him if there's a key.
Where am I?
No? Maybe him?
vulgar one.
Or him?
I can see it in your face.
Lola?
For it's nearly night.
Right, is there a way up there? So this is where it could get a problem because it's not letting
You
us
go
in.
to the bath to me. I'm feeling filthy somehow. Can't be bothered right
I don't think I
now.
can get up here. So this could be a little bit of a problem. So if anyone's in chat, you can get me out of this. I'd be very much appreciate it.
Wanna dip your dingle?
Doesn't look very obvious, does it?
Lovely natural surroundings.
In here, maybe? I'm not sure if this is the same house, but...
What's this one doing here?
You stupid. Can't you see he's a witcher? Likely tracking some
Aha, this
beast.
may well be doing it. It's nearby. Okay, I can't... I actually worked that out. My God, 'tis a miracle indeed. Could be this person.
Could use a nibble.
You could use a nibble? Alright, okay, I may have solved this case already. Right, it says nearby. Doesn't say it's up or down, so I presume we're going up. And in there. Now it says below, which is probably down there. So this is a way of getting into this area, obviously. Okay. So let's drop in, shall we? Literally. Okay. God, I can't believe I did that with my own brain. There's hope for me yet. Oh, it does. Oh, yeah. I'll check then to see if I go down. So we're up then, it's down. Right, okay. Hello, what's this
Never
then?
heard of witchers.
Succubus? Is that what I call Succubus?
Have you come to kill me?
Well, I want to talk.
Dunno. Want to talk first? Why'd you kill those guards?
I was careless. Let them surprise me. They wished to kill me. I had to defend myself.
That it? No heart-rending story about human hatred for all things different, all things strange.
I'm not one to lie, nor do I kill without reason.
Simple enough, so I'll tell her to leave the city and hope she abides by that.
You gotta leave the city.
And what if I don't?
I'll have to kill you.
I despise change. How stupid of me to walk into an ambush, let myself be surprised.
I'll have to lie about killing you. Usually I bring a trophy.
Very well, take this. And this, because I'm furious with you. Though I shall calm down once I'm away from this place.
Alright, I'm glad I didn't upset you too much. What have you got there? Anything I can read? Thank you. I'm a nice person. You know, if we had in a first-person mode, but what I do is I do this, you see. Now, it's really ancient technique I learned from the Aborigines. Right, I wonder if she's got something I can, you know, like borrow. So, it looks like we've done that, alright. We told her to leave. And we found a way up there. It's just an absolute miracle.
Let's drink for it's nearly night.
So a round of applause will go down our treat. Thank you very much. Not very often I'm beautifully successful within the first 5 minutes. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. So we're trying to do the main quest, but because we haven't got all the good kind of items yet, we're going to find it a little bit of a struggle unless we start leveling up a bit. So we're trying to level up a bit now by doing these missions, so we can go back to our main mission. Right, I know how the guards died.
Guards were killed by a succubus.
Succubus? In Novigrad? How? Light of the eternal fire protects the city?
Yeah.
Must have gone out a few times recently. Anyway, Succubus won't harm anyone anymore. Here's proof.
Masterful work, Witcher.
Thank you. Fat reward,
And
I'd
here's
say.
your reward, as promised.
Thanks.
Farewell.
Okay. Going up all the time. Quest updated. Experience points created. Not many. And 186 crowns. Now I don't know. I must admit, you know, when I played this game, you know, our loot that we have. Where does loot come under? Probably the loot section. Well, it says up there. I think it says somewhere, doesn't it? Doesn't it show up? Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I don't know which is the best things to have. To be honest, I've never worked that out. But I think there's a couple of currencies, and I don't know which one's the best. So I'm not really sure, you know, one is better than the other. Right, now what I'm going to do is something that I have been threatening to do the last few weeks, and I never seem to get around to it. So as just a little diversion, alright, why don't we go and have our haircut? Just a little bit of entertainment value. Which I was got to find it. Now somewhere there's a hairdresser's. But it could be I've got to go through this to find out. Because some things only show up on certain things. Well, I usually do all of them. I thought there was a hairdresser somewhere. I thought it was in Novigrad. Is there not a hairdresser's here? It could be I haven't found the hairdressers. So I may not be able to do it then. Don't seem to have gone here at all. So if there's a hairdresser, somebody could let me know. Point me in the right direction. And we'll go and get our haircut, you know. I might go back to the lovely ponytail. Alright, so let's go back to our quest and look for now. I'm going to do Witcher contracts for in a minute. I'll try and do these others, but there's a couple here I'm a little bit stuck on. I can't seem to be able to do it. Because I think I've tried this one before and I found it hard to do it, to be honest. I think I may have tried to find it. But I found it a little bit tricky. Right. Hardest bit is to try and work out our best route to it, because you know you can't fast travel to there. I don't know where I can get through here or whatever. It's always like trying to work out how to try and get through to these things sometimes, because you're not quite sure where there's an archway or something. Looks like there is. Okay. Right, let's Right, it's actually on it. Okay. So let's progress on. So I hope you enjoyed The Witcher today. So we've got one more stream to go this week before my eye off. So, and then I'll be off for a week because I'll be recovering from, you know, being pulled apart a little bit. What? I don't think it's quite as bad as that, but you know, it might be a little bit irritating or whatever. So I've got to wait until I mustn't get any germs in it as well. So I've got to be careful of what I do.
Ah, you're back.
Hello. Why did it go there? Hang on.
Farewell.
Oh, was it to try and send me to a travel point? That's why I think that's not necessary next time. So let's just find a book with a red cover. So yeah, it's kind of like in this area. So, there it is, right there. So I wonder if I presume I can do that. Right, The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lively Harlot. Illustrated edition, by the way.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot. Adorned with humorous engravings.
Let's have a read of that. Quickly. Right, yeah, it's a bit better with the glasses on today, so it's a little bit up and down on my vision for some reason. Might be blinking, I don't know. On one occasion, Muriel went on a journey to see her auntie in, I've also said Mordor, or Moribor, accompanied by her nursemaid. Their path took them through a forest, and in this forest lived a raucous troop of bandits. The infamous group was led by Flynn Selms, and all the king's men have been unable to bring them to justice. Alas, such was Muriel's great misfortune that these bandits chose to attack her carriage. Muriel's nursemaid was old, blind and deaf, and she did not wake when a tree fell in front of her and front of her carriage with a loud thud, nor when the bandits fought a fierce battle against their guardsmen. When Flynn ripped open the carriage door with the muscular arms and stepped inside, Muriel had to deal with the danger herself. "Make our guest comfortable, young lady," the old nursemaid muttered in her sleep. Muriel obediently carried out her instructions. Is that it? I mean, hopefully that was the book. So what have we got to do now? I just got it apparently. Is that not going to update? Find a book with a red cover. I just did that. Right, hang on. That's a bit odd. I just found it and read it out, didn't I? That's a bit odd. Yeah, actually, I've got to try. How do I get to that? The actual books. Yeah, this one. Can't be that one. So that doesn't look as though that is updated. So maybe it's another one then. So that could be another quest. Aha! Yeah, I was right. Right, the treatment of yeah, that's a difficult one to read. Of what's that? Furuncles through cauterization, a study.
The treatment of furuncles through cauterization, a study.
I should have just let him say it. Okay, so everyone's seen a boil, usually more than they dare to. These deformities don't just mar your beauty, they can be signs of disease or even disease called an epicenter. If your lungs wheeze and your heart flutters, or if you're just sick of pustules, you can carve them off and be free of this for good. It's great, isn't it? Just the thing you want before an operation, isn't it? When you go to carve off a boil, use a sharp knife which had a dog lick which you've had a dog lick thoroughly beforehand, for a dog's tongue works wonders in healing wounds. You've got to be brave to go about it, slicing as confidently and steadily as if carving off a hunk of cheese. Then quickly cauterize the resultant wound using a red-hot poker. Don't pay any mind to screams or tears, pus, bite or any other humours need to be gathered in a basin and then dumped into a pit and the pit covered, else the illness might return. Solid advice for medievals, isn't it? And yeah, I've heard, I don't know if this is true, so if somebody could update me on that. Apparently if you lick a wound, you know, say you scratch it up, you know, lick it, you know, does it help to heal it? So some say, probably witches say this, lick of water, it goes away. I'd say there's a good chance of water and appearing on your tongue. So there's another one, is there? It looks like there is. Okay, lots of little books.
My manifesto. Must be it. There's a letter inside.
I wonder what else all this is getting to. There's a lot of reading, so yeah, very small writing. I wish they could make this writing bigger. The reason for choosing Jacques the Elder typical, isn't it? Wish a girl will read it. Jacques the Elder as Grand Master remained a mystery. The Order of the White Rose had gone through a crisis in those times and was on the verge of collapse. No one might guess that the Brethren wished to have someone decisive as their leader, someone with a clear vision. The Elderberg was practically such a man. One of the first decisions was to change the Brotherhood's name to the Order of the Flaming Rose. The most puzzling aspect, however, is that the Order and the King himself decided to trust a man who, for all intents and purposes, had appeared out of nowhere. They say he was a wanderer and... God, I have to read that one. An itinerant priest who moved crowds with his speeches, declaiming non-human. They say he worked miracles and showed his flock visions of a world destroyed by the White Frost. He was undoubtedly a man of great charisma, one instilled with unshakable principles which he in turn tried to install in others. He was truly a source. Was he indeed gifted with raw magic talent? Then we will never know that. We will never know for certain. So yeah, I kind of struggle with this more writing. That's the only trouble. It looks like it's just going to go on and on this. Oh my God, that's making us pick up a lot of books.
The vampire's last likeness.
So yeah, I wonder why it's getting us to read a load of books. So yeah, so this is why it hurts my neck. Because, you know, because I'm like leaning forward and bending my neck. That's why it can be tricky for me to do all this stuff. So I'm not particularly liking this quest, to be honest. So I'll persevere though. Thereupon Isabella took Edward's glistening visage in her hand and embraced his icy lips. If you wonder why I'm doing this, just to support my neck, which was twisted into a cynical grin. "Forgive me, my love," she whispered, stifling the sobs heaving her bosom, "but my heart doth long with fiercer passion for yon werewolf, whom thou hastest with all thy vampiric thoroughness." Hard to say this old stuff, isn't it? They all bring this back. "'Tis for the best," spoke Edward, shifting his pale face towards the equally pale moon. With me thy life was ever dangerous. With yon werewolf thou shalt know peace and happiness." Edward turned round and took a step towards the exit, but Isabella grabbed his wrist and bade him stop. The touch of her hand was so tender his heart nearly began to beat anew after centuries of deathly stillness. "There is more," she spoke, averting his penetrating gaze. "I am with child." Dear. And the story goes on. Let's hope this is the last one. Are these all linked up?
Or the noble art of cheese divination.
So yeah, there's a lot of me leaning forward. That's what caused a lot of problems. So I'll try and get up a little bit higher so I have to bend my neck so much. But yeah, if I do get slightly closer to TV, it does make it a little bit easier for me. What splendid... let me get rid of this. What splendid diversity reigns in the kingdom of cheese. He's not wrong there. The ripened curd can be white or blue, hard or soft, fresh or aged from the milk of cows, sheep or goats, brined, pickled or untouched. This list could go on till the end of time, by the way, as each of them, every last slice, every morsel and crumb, not only bring with it an unmatched rush of sensory experience, but in the right hands can be made to reveal the universe's most closely guarded secret. For cheese, though, like the innards of sacrificed animals, the flight of a swallow or vivid dreams can be used for divination. The depth and size of a cheese hole reveal when rains will fall in the coming year. Just have to check that one in Skyrim. While the colour of mould veins tells who shall love whom, and the scent of a hard grana padano predicts which army will vanquish its foes and which shall perish. I think they're barking at the wrong tree here. Yeah, suggest cheese, goodness sake. The best why is it I can't say that word? The best divination, however, is done using the ancient method of fondue. One can simply melt two different kinds of cheese, preferably Emmental and Gruyere, in white wine or in a pinch in a dry apple cider. Then one must use a long stick to immerse a morsel of bread in a resultant thick soupy mixture, all the while keeping in mind the question, what shall my child be like when he or she, or she as the case maybe, grows. Then bring the cheese-covered morsel of bread up to a candle, see that it casts a shadow on the wall. The shape will provide a sure and easily understood answer to your query. Yeah, I think we've kind of grown past those kind of silly lifestyles and things. So, is there any more? 'Cause I don't think I've done this before, but it's still asking us to read stuff. There's also a letter, because I'm sort of, hard to find like where all these books are sometimes, but because it's in a kind of different place, isn't it? I don't know where it is, to be honest. Is it in? Can't be in character, can it? There should be an easy place to find this, but I can't remember where. Oh, there it is. Books. So we've looked at all these. I think these they're just the contracts that we picked up. So read the letter you found folded inside the book. It didn't ask me to have a look at that, did it? But so yeah, I do find it a little bit of a struggle working through this game sometimes, because the UI there's a massive amount here. Is it this? The crooked mast marks the spot, but not any hole can find treasure. So I don't know where it's that one or this one. Listen, it out. The little case you've had me to transport, was there anything of value inside? Because thing is, I've had a bit of a unfortunate work accident, and well, the blasted case fell in the water and I couldn't spy it for the life of me. I tried to fish it out, but some devil must live at the bottom there, because every time I toss my net I can't catch a snare. Maybe there's I don't know, some way I can repay you a discount on your next shipment, maybe. Willage. So yeah, I'm not quite sure which ones of these I've got to read, or but yeah, there's loads of stuff that you previously read. So I don't know, did anybody notice that come up? Because I didn't notice something come up. It's probably why I couldn't do it before. It does seem like a long-winded way round of doing this particular quest, but maybe they just wanted to learn a little bit of lore, but it doesn't seem to be stating anything, does it? So it's a little bit confusing. It's my only thing about this is it can be a bit confusing to keep up with the kind of the way that it's structured. It's what it might be changing, but it says read the book. Subject, my manifesto. So let's try looking for that. it is a kind of awkward system of getting through. There's so many things. What's it? My manifesto. Hang on, let me start at the top. Something about my manifesto. There it is. But I don't know. How do I read that? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, so I mean, I probably haven't crossed all these off, so that's why they're there. So yeah, I'm not really sure which one that is. Because I opened, read the book. I didn't notice anything coming up saying read a note. Probably because my head is in the way. That was probably why I can't do this one. I just wish it was
keeps the rogues indoors.
A bit more subtle with its, a little bit easier to see some of these things. But occasionally it is let down by this, where it's a little bit tricky to track stuff down. And that could be, maybe they changed the engine because it was going to simplify some of the things they wanted to do. So we seem to have discovered every book that's in this area. So I'm not quite sure what to do now, really. So if anybody did spot what happened, otherwise I'm going to have to leave it. I'm going to have to go on to something else. But it doesn't seem to be. I'll try talking to him to see if that helps.
Ah, you're back.
I'll try looking at him, see if there's something in there about it at all. It's not this, is it? Doesn't seem to be, because most of these are like in Skyrim, they're lore. You can find out about more about the game. So it doesn't look as though he's going to help us in any way. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to do, because I opened that thing and it didn't progress. So I'll probably have to leave this, which is probably why I didn't finish it before. It's I know, I just find sometimes it doesn't quite work. Let me just look at this, which again I've got to keep leaning forward all the time, so I'm glad when I get my eye operation. Okay, no. So it just says an interesting tale. So we're supposed to give this book to Geralt. This naturally piqued our curiosity. We did not know the book's exact present location, only that it had a red cover and that Geralt should look for it in the stacks of dusty tomes, which we just did. So Geralt found the book, and inside a letter from someone who drowned. Though he had no warrant, this filled him with touching recollection of old times. This day, don't know who the old friend was, nor what was written in the letter, and that's a shame. But judging by Geralt's behaviour therein lies an interesting tale. So it looks like that may be somebody we haven't met yet, and we might meet them at some point, and that will conclude it. So it don't look as though we can carry on with that. Let's try visiting this haunted house. And so sorry if it's not as exciting as probably you hoped, but I know sometimes it doesn't quite work out how you want. Sometimes I get a little bit caught out in this game. I don't know why that thing is there. I think sometimes I accidentally leave these markers there for some reason. I don't know how you get rid of it, to be honest, because it's like that seemed to get rid of it. Okay, so let's go to the next one. We are here, so we just got to go there. So yeah, I think a lot of people will be looking forward to the next Witcher, but it's probably a few years away now, isn't it?
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
Whoops, I went past it. So I imagine that's going to take a while, because they've had to adapt to the new engine as well, plus they're working with the developers to improve the performance. So yeah, I was terrible. Sorry about that, sometimes it just don't look, do I? trying to find us the best way around it. I think you can bypass it and cut through corners and stuff, and it will kind of reassemble itself. Sort of.
Oh, that's bad luck.
So it kind of works most of the time, but just now and again it kind of falls flat on his face. Every now and again. This is the haunted house, right?
Ow! Don't pull!
Well, you wanted braids.
But I didn't want my hair pulled.
Can't have one without the other.
Then I don't want them.
There's a ghost here, is there? You know, I'm not worried about that at all. Ghosts don't frighten me. Only goes 57, really. That's, if you're watching Ghost, sorry about that one. I just threw that one in. But yeah, ghost joke. I just thought it'd be a good ghost joke, but never mind. Right, it's Corinne Tully.
Witcher.
And hey,
Corinne, look who's come.
oh, it is Corinne. Oh no, is that on say that? Yeah.
Live here together now? Didn't know.
Once you told me Sarah had been responsible for my nightmares, I decided to see if the devil's as scary as they paint him. Or her. I came in to find not a fiend, but our little Sarah. And I can't say why, but we took a liking to one another immediately.
Long ago, to isolate themselves from a world of beasts, humans began building cities. But since beasts prowl within stone walls as well as they do outside them, this did not allay human fears. The truth is, walls guarantee no one's safety. The place where you lock yourself in and lock all else out, that's not your home. Your home is sometimes a place you travel long and far to find.
That was a nice little kind of moment there, wasn't it? So we finished this. Okay, so this is probably something that I couldn't do before and managed to be able to do it. So I was looking in there just in case. You know, there might be some nice loot she's given us. So, you know, would love the perfume and the doll. So, have a good rest of the day. So we managed to finish it off. That must have been something I left that, you know, I couldn't solve the first time. So, or maybe I got part way and then I left it. You know, I'm like, right, okay, now find the door. Usually it shows up. Right, okay, so we managed to do that one. Alright, we're cracking through today. It's just, I seem to be getting better lately. Is my brain actually getting better? Don't it? Right, let's see if there's anything else on this one then. Yeah, read the letter. Yeah, for some reason that's not seem to be working. But it could be got to meet that person. That's how I'm thinking of it. Right, we got a... Yeah, this is like winning it cards. That's like a punch up. So I could try and finish this one off. This is one that I got a long time ago. So some of them I haven't been able to, you know, because I haven't been able to work them out basically. Right, let's go to that one, and then hopefully we can travel with that. Although I'll get out of here first. This is the hardest part, is just getting out of here. Right, okay. Oh, right. We're heading towards kind of that marker up there. Yeah, marker's very handy in games. You can do more than one, which you can in this. You can do more than one. Makes navigation a lot easier because you can.
From now on, assume
I know, just it does, and I think Bethesda will improve on their system. I know I haven't got them lately, but I don't know. We just want things to be better. That's all. Right, so we can go from there to here. Sorry, here. And as I say, it's a huge map. There are loads of locations here, and although you can't do it to every tiny bit of this, because you know, this, I think that very top bit there, you can only go up to kind of this area. Yeah. Again, no travel thing anywhere near it, but probably haven't been to that area. So let's go there, and hope it's easy enough. It's 5:15, so I'll do a little bit longer. All right. Dogs barking outside. That's in trouble. I've got to have the windows open because I went to find his mate. He's come to sad end, and I don't want to kill the horse. So I did say sorry. I did say I didn't want to kill you. I could manipulate him and say, look, come on, calm down. Yeah, calm down, Mr. Horse. There, see? Look at that, the power we have. Isn't it nice that? Wish I could do that in real life. You know, calm these people, insane people. A lot of insane people in the world, isn't there? Right, how far is it? Is it very far? Because if so, I'll get the horse. Right, so it's way over there. It's a long ride, isn't it? Okay, horsey. Here, boy. I'll get a haircut one day. And when I find the hairdressers. Right, okay, go. So press and hold. And it will follow the path. But is there any, you know, if there's a left or a right, then you have to choose which way to go. So, you know, this particular one you have to select right. If you double press it, it'll go faster and it won't lose stamina as long as you staying on that path. Oh, it kind of, okay, it comes to an end now. Okay, I thought I took the right turn in there too, so it must have been the other one. I hope it's not pointing at the wrong one. Yeah, oh yeah, so it was a bit late. It took a while to actually switch there, so I thought I was going the right way.
Hey-ya!
Please give me a little bit of slack. I'm trying my best. Now, you know, it's kind of, you know, when it says go there. I mean, I just go. It's why I go for a straight line. Hang on. I can't always see that little cone thing. It's don't shot that well.
Go.
I prefer just two black lines, shaped in a cone that, you know, show up against the background. I may go on about that, by the way. But yeah, I do fight with you eyes because they seem to be harder to read these days because they like to do pretty colours, which, you know, not always one's contrasting with the other. How far have I got to go? I know it's quite a way, but oh, we're not far off. Right, it should be back on the road, so let's double tap. It should follow, so I suppose you don't need to do the, you know, turn the camera. But, you know, you have to be careful about the junctions and make sure you select the right one. So it's probably a good idea to slow down. Right, it's an abandoned manor. Okay, so I'll take it. This is the place to get out. Right then, so let's have a look around. And explore this manor. Pick up the plants and stuff that are around. Well, there's better about too many than not enough because they don't weigh anything, so it's a really good idea to pick those up, especially the mushrooms and the plants. Okay, so
house is completely destroyed, but the magic circle's intact.
Pentagram?
Guessing this is a locked portal. Need to find the key.
Right, okay, we've got to find a key. Use. Have I got Aramas's artifacts? Sorry about that. It's not really showing, is it? We should be like, you know, highlight it or something, because I don't know, you know, whether we have that particular item or not, to be honest. And yeah, we do pick up a lot of stuff here. Let me just read that in case that's relevant to anything. But yeah, there are loads of notes and that. They don't weigh anything now, but maybe I'll read some of these just to kind of tick them off, because they might like set things off, hopefully. So it looks like we might not have that item. Oh, we have. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh, that's something I should have done. Okay. So yeah, read the books if you can. I sometimes forget about them. So I don't have the required key, so I've got to look for it. So this could be, yeah, you have to get a quest first maybe. But seeing as I've got the quest, I presume I must have started this off. So I'm not sure if I have that particular thing. I don't seem to have. It would be like somewhat special. It won't be kind of this. And normally quest items you can't put away. So you know, if I did have something that was for it, then I wish it would just highlight it or say, you know, if you haven't got it, where to get it. Because this is the kind of thing that trips me up, is when they don't really say what you have to do. I kind of got a ton of nails on me. So let me go over all these a minute and just see if any of these are, but because it might be that I've got to use it. So if anybody knows, if you could please let me know. Just have to get rid of these masks. Or I could put one on. Actually, let's put that one on. So yeah, I'm not sure. I can't see anything that seems to be saying that that's the thing we can use, because it hasn't got that name there. So if anybody knows, could you let me know? So it doesn't look as though I can do that either. It's kind of trying to lead us to it, but is that nearby? Oh right, oh it is. Right, okay, so that could be where I've got to get it from. Okay, right, okay, which means we, luckily we got that there. So, okay, so, didn't mean to do that. So it looks like, oh, I should have known that, shouldn't I? So let's click on there and zoom out so that it's quicker, and go to here. There's a lot of running around you got to do in games, isn't it? So hopefully the mic is coming out okay. Let me just check the mic is okay and hope it doesn't stop anything from working. It looks like it's still going. Good.
Some witches.
Good. Only trouble is sometimes my picture disappears, but you're probably glad when that happens. Look at this cheery face there, Andy. Strange, mad banter. Please let me know, won't you? Right, how far away is it? It's always got to walk a bit, isn't it? I wish it was right outside. It'd be great, wouldn't it? Because you always got to work out your route to it, which, you know, not difficult when you've got a tiny map. Because, you know, it could be round this way, down to there, it could be, you know, so there's a little bit hard to work this out. Not always as obvious as we think, especially in a town of this size. See what I mean? Can be a little bit tricky to get to. Let's try going down here. I can't see those dots. Looks like it's in here, okay. Right, let's read that. Right, oh dear, a lot of reading today. Yeah, it's putting a lot of strain on my eyes. This is where things should improve once I get my eye thing done. Right, while Nilfgaard's Emperor wields absolute power, harshly crushing the slightest sign of disobedience, opposing forces continue to exist within the Empire. By this, I do not mean the disgruntled leaders of conquered provinces, but the magnates within the city of 1,000 towers who are unhappy with the current leadership. This conflict between the Emperor and the noble houses of Nilfgaard, the capital, dates back many years. All the princes of the blood and magnates expected their ruler to wed one of their daughters and sire an heir with one of their own. The Emperor, however, had other plans. This proved a slap in the face for all the great families from which he refused to take a bride. The Nilfgaardian opposition patiently waited for the Emperor to slip up, for some event to occur which would weaken his authority, be it an economic crisis or defeat in battle. A secret conspiracy lies ready to seize such a moment to incite the disaffected, assassinate the Emperor and carry out a coup d'état, culminating with one of their own number ascending to the throne. For obvious reasons, only a limited few know of this conspiracy, but any shrewd observer of Nilfgaardian politics can read the signs of its workings. So long as men are men and the world is as it is, that's true, certain dynamics will forever remain the same, and the discontent will always form subversive societies within their secret signs and hidden agendas. Kind of a bit like modern day, isn't it? Right. So, it looks like it's in there, but how do I get in it then? Oh, by apparently just doing that. Okay, so how to find this item? Well, obviously here he is. So I may have to buy this item, or I have to gently tease it from his grasp.
Welcome back. So, interested in some of Aeramas's
I am
mementos
now,
after
yeah.
all? They're still for sale.
Well, show me what you have.
Show me what you have.
No, I used to be called Captain Beaky. Hard to believe, isn't it? So it's a lizard figurine, a jade figurine, old one from Toussaint, or that. What's this do? Returns all ability points. Don't think I want to go through that process again. So I presume one of these then. So what should we have? A jade one? That or that? How much is it? It doesn't cost much. Should I get all of them? I'll tell you what, I'll get all of them. Can't go wrong then, can I? Very tempted to have that, you know. It's 1,000 now. Although I have to reset everything, wouldn't I? God, it's a lot of work, isn't it? Okay, so it looks like I got the item. I don't want to play cards. Yeah, I'd love to play Gwent. I'm sure you'd all love me to play Gwent.
Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Shame I can't ask Triss about it.
Well, it's a shame, isn't it? So, I mean, did it say it was a? Did it say it was? I think it did say it was a. I never know which one to look at, to be honest. Because it's like, you know, which category is it in? It's like, how do I select that? Oh, I just saw it actually. Right, okay, so I presume those are the artifacts since they were highlighted. I let me just go in and just check that there's something else highlighted in the room. Let me just go over here a minute. I think it is that, but I just want to check a minute that I haven't missed anything else. It doesn't seem to, you know, it doesn't seem to say that I've got to do anything else. So it looks like we've got to go back, so which means we've got to find one of those things again. Because the map isn't big enough, yeah, we have to keep going to the travel spot. So I hope they, you know, make this a bit easier next time, so we don't have to keep constantly running between the things. Because especially in a big city like this, because it proves really difficult to keep having to find these things all the time when you have a small mini-map which doesn't cover much of an area. So it can prove tricky getting to it. Again, I'm really struggling because sometimes, you know, I'm reading the book, I blink and then it's sharper, and other times I do it and it's actually not sharper. So that's why sometimes I can read it and sometimes I can't. So hopefully the IOP will make things a lot better. I mean, they did say it should make quite an improvement because my eye has, yeah, got really kind of bad cataract. I'm not like blind or anything like that, but it's just really blurry. So it should improve it a fair bit and just stop that blurriness, hopefully. So we'll try and take that route that it's saying. I did try and... oh, I'm so sorry. I keep doing this. I keep getting sidetracked by the dots instead of being sort of... I keep doing that, unfortunately. That's the trouble. This place is so big. It's really hard to navigate, I find. Because, I don't know, it's like you've got to keep having to do this every 5 minutes to actually work out a route to it. So it's really tricky trying to sort this out, and like sometimes, you know, the thing turns up and sometimes it doesn't. So I've gone miles away from it now. I'll tell you what, I'll go there. I think that's probably... oh no, let me go that one. So yeah, I get distracted by it, that's the trouble.
Well, well, another freak.
Well, pauper with a library.
Yeah, some of these locations are a little bit tricky to find. It's like you go so far and it's like, how do you get up to that? It's really tricky to work out. I'm throwing around the look at this map all the time because it's so small, you know. If you could zoom in more, you better get better of an idea, but there's nowhere to cross, that's the trouble. Looks like it's down here and around.
Eternal fire, keep me safe.
So you're forever having to keep plotting this route all the time, which why is a little bit annoying having to do this every time when it'd be easy to just say just fast travel to wherever you've been before. So I hope they do something about that, because you know, don't want to make it, you know, a slog all the time every time you want to fast travel. So hopefully they'll make that improvement. Up there, I'll take it. Right, so hopefully that is the right item. It did kind of highlight it, so I don't know what I've got to do with that, whether I have to, you know, I presume I can do that now. Right, okay. Okay, right. Okay, so yeah, let's go in there then. Do you like the portals in this thing?
Reeks in here.
Right, we do like to go in these dark, dank caves where we can't see a light, can we? Let me just update. Yeah, usually get a few people come in, but I know maybe today people decided, you know, we didn't want to come in today, so that's perfectly all right to not come in sometimes. So maybe you'll watch it later. So hopefully you do. Right, okay. So I tend to always keep a look around, make sure. Probably going to be some deadly enemies, isn't there? Any traps? So I'll keep my eyes peeled
that
here.
Stench. Ripe cheese. Seems Aeramas was a tyromancer.
Oh, this doesn't bode well, does it? I'm saving. Okay. Right, so let's so we've got to find a way to pass through the yes. Hang on, just blink a minute. Find a way to pass through the tyromancy rooms. Okay. That's why I like indoor maps. Probably not a good idea to jump over there. Because you know, when you've got a limited one like this, you know, you're not quite sure where you've been and where you haven't been. And you know, did I do that bit? Because it doesn't like unfold as you go along. Right, now if you get this where you get gas, the easiest way is to just light it from a distance, that is. I may look a bit silly with the thing, but maybe it helps us with the gas. But you want to be far enough away to dissipate it, but you know, not too close that it will explode. So we've got to try and get past this. Might have to run past or something. So let's try that.
What did he make this cheese out of? Necker milk? Need to be careful.
Right. That seemed to do it a little bit. Right, but yes, sometimes usually it clears it, but it looks like it's not this time. So it looks like we just have to hurry and try and get to that point. But I don't exactly know where I'm going here. Yeah, that's the only trouble with something like this. It's a little bit tricky to work out where to go because you haven't got full access to the map. So yeah, this is very tricky to do. Because is it pointing somewhere? Because I can't see it. Let me get up here a minute. I can see it every now and again, but yeah, it's a little bit tricky because you know, sometimes it goes out. You know, because you're lower down, it kind of doesn't show it quite so well. So it's a little bit tricky to get towards that, and not, you know. Yeah, because the thing disappears now, and that's the thing that I don't like in games, is when something shows and then it doesn't. I can't see the sense of that, because that doesn't help me at all in progressing. Because it's, you know, it's quite dark, I can't see very well, and yeah, I've just got to be very careful what I'm doing here. So I'll try and put this on, but sometimes that does make the background darker because this is bright. So it doesn't help always doing this either. It could be something to do with the cheese. So, you know, or it could be this one. Let me try burning the cheese. So yeah, which one is it? This one says it's nearby, but I don't know where. So yeah, this is where these things are gonna fall down, isn't it? Let me see if I can light something. Don't think that will help. Oh, it's taken away. Yeah, see, this is the problem with a quest like this. It's very difficult to actually manage it because I don't really know where to go here. So if anybody can help me with this, I'd really appreciate it, because yeah, I just wish you could zoom in and out of these maps. I mean, I have got Bethesda, but I do like the indoor maps because they're nice and basic and they tell you where the doors are, but when it's small, you can't work out where you're supposed to be going, especially when it doesn't point where to go. You just got to, like, I know it's somewhere in that central area, but where, whilst all the time trying to manage how we're going to get past this and progress, because it's not easy to see. And I presume this is where we came in. So it's a little bit tricky to sort this out. It might be that I've got to ignite these. Yeah, I think we did have something about igniting things before, didn't we?
My
yeah.
trial of the cheeses. Vesemir will get a kick out of this when I tell him. Not sure this can get any worse.
Okay, well, I managed to find it by just looking for something that I could go up, but I thought this was actually where I came in, so luckily I've got that. So if I can ignite these, I will, because that looks like that is helping. So let's try and light them. Actually, I didn't click on that one because I thought it went, but oh, you still can light it. Okay. I mean, like that'll help things a bit. We can do that. Just check there. Okay, at least we kind of got through it in the end. So let's light everything we can. That'll just make things easier. So I presume we have to use it to get past here now. So yeah, in these some of these dungeons, you know, you've got to go through these kind of force things. A bit like loading doors, but my god, they are fast. So it's got the edge over you know who. Might be a bit slower on that Unreal Engine. Right, this one, yeah, it's kind of the UI. Sometimes it, you know, it kind of doesn't show up. It's got to be quite precise with how you place it. Okay, so far so good, but because I can't see all the map, I can't tell, you know, have I, you know, which bit have I been in, which I haven't. So you got to kind of try and remember where you're going on this. So I'll try to remember that we've come from that left-hand side, and you know, and I haven't been down this bit yet, but it's just like a sheer drop. So, right, I've got to navigate this somehow. Is that a long way down there? I'm not quite sure. Looks like water. So let's go here then. So let's try, say, this end first. Does seem to be pointing that way, so I'll tell you what, let's go the opposite way. So I tend to, you know, have a look around, see if anything shows up that might, you know, be some loot or something. Can't do that for some reason. It still looks like I can get up there. So it looks like that's not it. Could go down, I suppose, but I just want to see if there's anything showing up. It doesn't seem to be. Okay, let's go. So it looks like this is the correct way. But yeah, so it's like, yeah, find your way through the flooded chamber. So, so I don't know. That's the trouble with, you've got two different things to investigate. It does make navigating a bit tricky when you got you rely on your memory, especially for me. It does make it quite hard for me because to know which bit is which and how we get back because of the small area that it covers. So you're not quite sure where you have to go. So I'm trying to commit this to memory, but I'm suggesting up here. So let's try that. Don't seem to want to go up there though. Come on, Geralt. I'm sure you can, you know, ham fist your way up there. Is there another way I can do it? Nope. Right, okay. I know what it's saying, follow the thing, but it is following the thing, but it's coming to a brick wall, that's the trouble. So it's a little bit tricky to get up here. Sometimes you can kind of get up here, and other times you can't. A bit difficult when you can't see. I'm going to get a torch out in a minute, although it's not going to last long, is it? So how do we get up there? So, yeah. I don't think I've found anybody that's done a map better than Forbidden West. Because you could zoom in on that map, you can place a marker so it would guide you where you have to go. So I haven't found anything to better that one yet. You can zoom in and out, you know, it does everything you want to do in the game. Plus it has different levels, it shows up every little bit of detail. And I really like that. If somebody has, you know, gone to that effort of making it do that. So because, yeah, there's no indoor map, you see, so I can't actually work out a good route here. Especially when it's dark like this. Yeah, it's really difficult to see here, especially with my eyesight as well. I mean, it's saying that way, but it goes so far, then stops, and I've really got a job to see these dots. it's really tricky. It could be that we have to go down. I got a job to see where the water is, to be honest. It's kind of implying that way, but I can't get up. I mean, this looks like it is somewhere to go up, but because of slippery rocks. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I don't like slippery rocks, basically. But, you know, again, it's that guiding me. Can I, you know, honestly, I do hate the UI. Why? I can't wait to get my my eyes done, because, my God, trying to see a white dot on a light background is very difficult to do. So if somebody could help me, point me in the right direction, I would, you know, really would appreciate it, because it's really difficult for me to see this. I mean, that looks like it's going back, so I don't know where it's down there and round. I got to get over there somehow. Oh, it's just really tricky. I mean, is there dots there? I can't see.
Hello, hello, smiling face with open hands, smiling face with open hands, smiling face with open hands.
Hello, Narinder, how are you? Okay, I'm a little bit struggling on this one. You know, I'm a little bit lost on where to go here, but it looks like I may have just found it. So probably because you came in and said hello. So thanks for coming in, Narinder. Really appreciate it. So it looks like I've just found the way out. Okay. So it looks
very
like
good, thumbs up.
I got to jump that good, that good. I saw you're very good, and I said jump that good. So it looks like it's across there. So let's jump to make sure I don't miss. And this looks like I found.
Gotta share this discovery with Lambert. Foglets are immune to the smell of old cheese.
Oh, see that one? Oops. Oh dear, I did not. Right. I did that pure as a reflex. And it worked. So I thought, well, I'll throw that a minute while I try and, you know, I was thinking of going into the inventory then, but I threw that stopped him, so I thought, well, let's chop his head off while we're at it. Right, okay, I usually always look around for some loot and stuff, so there's loads of stuff hidden around. It's just like this is a cheese one, so it could, I don't know, is this a reference to Skyrim or just somebody who likes cheese? Just something I'll get rid of that. But yeah, bound to be something interesting here. There's a bull figurine and Aramas's notes. So let's take both of those. Read Aramas's notes. So yeah, a lot of reading today. Real. Straight in mind. See, my eyes will be due eye drops in about an hour, so you know, my eyes do get a bit dry. The vision stabilised, and lo and behold, I saw it as if through a moonlight haze. The four princes, each clad in armour and astride a horse. The first rode a steed the colour of fog, the second a sulphur. Oh, right, I'm going to write this down. Fog, sulphur, and black, and the fourth of pony. Okay, that saved me having to keep going back and reading this note over and over again. And then I beheld a fountain. Oh yeah, now I must admit, these puzzle things in the dungeons where you have to look for different birds, you know, I find these very confusing. because I don't like puzzles in games anymore because I find them hard for me to get to see past them now. I could do it a few years ago, but I can't seem to do it very well now. So when I've got to look up a load of things like this, you know, it does make it difficult for me to remember. If it puts it in the thing, you know, like just, you know, puts it in, you know, it's like a bullet point on the thing of, you know, there's the 4 things, so you can follow it. It's easy, but if you've got to keep going back and reading a book over and over again, it can be a little bit annoying, I find. So I'm not a big fan of these. So it's got a fountain. So this could be a struggle for me. A spring. But the princess did not drink of it. Don't drink. So it could be a while to get through here. Don't drink. Oh, I couldn't even fit that on the page there. And then a bird. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to remember here. I'm not a big fan of this. That's why I don't do puzzle games. So ruby and gold. I mean, there's a lot to write down. I don't know if I've got room to write all this stuff down. It's like I'm just trying to squeeze it into the corner of a little notebook. So there's a bird of paradise. So I'll have to try and like continue this further down or something. But a bit limited for space on here. So it's got ruby and gold. I mean, is that 2 separate ones? Ruby and gold. So I'm not a big fan of puzzles and stuff. You know, they've got to be simpler. So a bird of paradise, shining in gold. Oh right, okay. Flew above them. Lit a branch of a tree. So a tree. So I'll try and remember. It's got a bird of paradise on a tree or something. Let's hope that's it. Which has 1040. And then it says draw from the source. Oh yeah, it's a kind of puzzle I don't like. It's very, you know, really complicated ones like this. This is when I really hate them. I don't like these things. There's far too much for me to think about. My brain can't get my head around it, to be honest. It's just too much information, too many things to remember. I don't mind doing one thing followed by another
Something
thing.
here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
A lot of them like that. That's when I get confused. So if anybody could help me out, I'd really appreciate it. Some kind of cheese story.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
Okay, well that was simpler than I thought.
Some kind of vault. I should look around.
I only get 2 points. Are you kidding me? I don't know about you, but I sense something going wrong here. So let's first of all, let's do this. I think I'm going to do that actually. So it's you know, a little bit of light might shine through the. I'm going to go actually an extra couple, so even more light shine through. All right, then I'm going to save after he's got up, because we've got to wait till him to get up. Do that, save. And I'll try and save part way through if I can. Right, I'll use a torch for a minute. I'm hoping I haven't missed anything important.
Magic barrier still active.
So we've got to deactivate
Gotta find a way to turn it off. Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
Okay, it looks like it might be simpler than I thought, which is great. Yeah, this is those cases where it... Did that work? I don't know if that worked. I didn't see interact come up. Because normally when you click this, it lights it. I might have to look that up. I mean, it's got implying fire, but it's not giving me an interact one, so I presume I've got to do that. Right, okay. Oh, I actually worked out.
Deactivated the barrier.
Wow, some days the brain kicks in, doesn't it? I think we all should celebrate that. I'm going to go for that because that's obviously got something interesting in it. And then we're going to interact with this. Oh, it's well, here we go. The Elder Scrolls Skyrim and cheese. So I was right about cheese Skyrim. That looks like rather like our friend Clavicus Vile with the helmet on there, and the kind of, well, he's got like a dog-shaped kind of statue, just slightly broken nose.
If this sword is as deadly as Aramas's cheeses, it's worth taking. Maybe I'll name it the Emmentaler.
The Emmentaler. That didn't kind of, you know, is that like an Elder Scrolls sword? Okay, so I managed to solve this thing. Well, actually, it was a bit simpler than I thought. It was all writing it all down. Wow, some days, I don't know, I must have a good day or something. Yeah, one thing I have found is it doesn't do it in order, so I can't look, oh, this is it's the top one on the list. So you'd have to look for it all the way down for all this lot. So, yeah, we get, not all of us can do all these things, can we? So, yeah, I can't do anything on here. I can't get that special thing which makes my, you know, my potions last for 20 minutes because you need the DLC. I don't know which of the two DLCs I need to get that, and you know, the DLC is much more. I find it was much more difficult than the main game. So when I got to do the start of the DLC on my Xbox, I found it very difficult. I had a job to kill the first thing that I ran into. It might be because I was a bit under level, because, you know, I did a lot of quests, but I didn't do all of them. Because, you know, sometimes another game comes along and I know you're more enticed by that. So, but the hard bit is now is trying to get back out. Because if you can't fast travel, I don't know how I'm going to get out of there. But yeah, that looks like a reference to the Elder Scrolls there. So I'm going to take a gamble. I can go over there and get out, hopefully. Wow, the brain really kicked in today.
Fresh air, finally.
Okay, well, actually, wow, I thought it was going to be really complicated. It ended up to be much simpler than I thought. Excellent, I even managed to work out. There's hope for me yet. Yeah, that deserves a round of applause and a like. I don't know what will. Okay, well, that was great fun, wasn't it? Wonder what's up here. Oh, it's that cave I just went in. Okay then. What a great day this is. I feel like celebrating. God, if any ice cream man come round now, I'd get one. So I hope you're enjoying it. I better have some drink because it's very warm today. It's about 75 degrees. I know that's not much compared to some countries, but for us it's been a little bit cool, and now it's this kind of week coming. It's been very hot, and it's going to go on for probably another 5 or 6 days before it actually cools down again. So I need to keep drinking some water, and because it is quite hot. Eventually I'll probably end up having to wear my shorts. And you don't want to see a 70-year-old man's legs, do you? What do you mean you do? So I'll do the treasure hunts. I found I could never find these things the first time. So let's have a look at these. See if there's anything else we can do. Because I haven't been able to do that one because I haven't found a solution to it yet, and because I haven't got a lot of time in between episodes and things, I haven't always got the time to do it. So I'm going to ask about a druid. Ask the druid about Gremist. And see if we can do that one, and hope that's not too long. Go to the map. Hope it's close by. So back to the marker there. I don't know, maybe my old brain is starting to you know, get better. I've been kind of, you know, I've been taking a tablet which is one tablet which can cause, you know, I'll take about 4 tablets which can cause, you know, can give you a little bit of brain fuzz, and I've been the ones that I don't need, I'm trying to avoid taking them all the time, just occasionally missing them out, just to kind of help. So I'm just wondering if that's helped out. I'm just going to check my mic, because I did notice my mic just moved slightly there. So, okay. I just wanted to check it's still going. Let's click on here and go to, well, I think if that means I've probably got to go here. I presume it was there. So there's a lot of swishing around. Go to there.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but
Pretty
Yennefer and the Witchers
narrative.
managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle
But
of
usually by the
Mists.
time you read that, you know, it's usually loaded.
Looms are lit. There are very few.
Okay, right, let's
Fierce
take torch
frosts
off.
we had this winter. Half the hides
So
and
yeah,
speed of
this
the
is, if you look at the map, you know, I think you can pretty much, you know, pretty much if you're on this area, you can go around the whole area. So you're not restricted in any there. But when you go to the other one, you know, go to the world map, then you know, there are some that are just areas that you can go to, like the palace, for instance, is a small, more compartmentalized location. So they're kind of split up, but there's a lot of open world to discover in you know, like here, and here. It's a big open area to discover, because you know, you can't go to every single one of these. Obviously you can't go up into this area. It's a different part of the whole Witcher storyline. Okay, but so it's kind of semi-open world,
That the prophecies
but
are
I
true.
think they want it to be fully open world next time.
Spring comes the meter.
So that's why they're working with Unreal to try and make this
leathery
make it
leaves,
better
rough to
for
the touch.
open world games.
No lie in the
Okay, let's see this Druid.
Yes. What do you seek?
Right, well, Druid, you were talking to who was he?
Kind old geezer I just saw you
Excuse
talking
the
to.
beak.
Who was he?
One of our circle, Gremist, an exceptional alchemist, but a stubborn mean ass.
Well, been around sorceress is my share. Long enough to know that with great enlightenment comes even greater arrogance.
But sorceresses welcome apprentices, am I right? Not Gremist. So many formulae in that head. So many methods of ingesting and absorbing lethal toxins. But he'd rather take them to the grave than share. So many methods of ingesting and absorbing lethal toxins.
Right, the reason why I've done that, I just want to find out sometimes if I do accidentally, you know, move this, because sometimes I get caught as I move around. It can get caught under me or something. Whether that is making, because I've noticed a couple of times on a video, making this kind of like a, you know, a bit of a noise, like a bzzz, you know, kind of a lot of crackling noises. I'm wondering whether it's just sometimes me just, you know, that getting pulled. So if you could let me know if it makes funny noises. Right, I think we might share them with me, so I can say that. So let me just see what it said again. Again, my vision's gone off a bit. Not informed there, some methods of ingesting, but he'd rather take them to the grave than share. Did you think he might share them with me?
Maybe he'll make an exception. Share them with me.
As likely as mistletoe sprouting from right here.
Really? Okay, so it's up there. So I've got to talk to Gremist, right? Which is just up there. And yeah, good idea to pluck all these things. They are marked. If you're wondering, all the leaves there, they are all marked for you, so you don't have to, you know, because it's not first person, you know, they like to mark it for you. It's kind of like Red Dead Redemption in that they kind of show up stuff. So I just got to where these leaf things are and pick them, because some of them are very useful for potions and stuff. Right, we have to go down there. Looks like a cave of some sort. Do you want me to take the beak off, or are you quite enjoying the you know, the beakiness. We're Captain Beaky today in celebration of beaks everywhere. I think they get a bad deal, don't they? You know, poor birds. You know, they don't get much of a say in life, do they? Okay, yeah, Gremist.
But I do not wish to speak. Leave. You distress me.
What? I want you to teach me a little bit of alchemy. If you could, you know, make that white gold, give me something for that white gold and those other superior stuff, you know, potions, I'll be very grateful.
I want you to share your knowledge. Teach me alchemy.
You? My apprentice? That's rich. While you're at it, why did you ask Uderic if he'll share Spickerog with you?
All right, I will.
I'm serious.
That's so. Don't make me laugh. I've devoted my life to alchemy. Son, letter A. Spent countless days and nights with nothing but alembics, choking on fumes, scorching my skin with acids.
Tell me about it.
If you think I simply portray to you what I learned through years of sacrifice and toil, then you're mistaken. Deeply.
So, what should we do? What do you think? Any suggestions? Can I convince you somehow? Or I promise to be a good... I don't know. Can I promise to be a good student? Can I convince you somehow?
Can I convince you somehow?
Oh, gods. You're as bothersome as a gadfly before a storm. Though I am preparing to perform a rather tricky ritual. So I could use some help. Even yours. I require 3 favors. Do them for me, and I shall accept you as my apprentice.
I don't know if I can squeeze in 3.
Well, there's a way after all.
Get off your high horse and listen. First, you must bring me a Pimpernel from the Muscovy Forest. Second, I need a bottle of spirit from the old distillery on Hale Hill.
Okay, well, it'll probably let me know that.
Finally, convince Fritjof to help me perform the rite. He's a druid like I am. You'll find him near Blandara. I believe he's there on a matter of some import. So, what will it be?
I'll just kill him. Alright, who's that?
This Fritjof. Who is he?
A Vaedermaker, huh? You don't know the word, do you? And I pledge to make you my apprentice. A Vaedermaker is a druid who can manipulate the weather.
Really?
Stop a storm, cause hail, make lightning turn your enemy to ash. I advise to address him with the utmost respect. If you value your
Sounds like
life.
something from Elder Scrolls, doesn't it? Well, you need the spirit.
Spirit? Why do you need that?
As you must know, potential apprentice, alcohol is the base for all potions. Superior alcohol means a higher quality potion. This spirit has no equal. Its strength, its
That could be one of the things I need from my higher level ones.
Unfortunately, the distillery atop Hale Hill has fallen into disrepair. We've lacked a source ever since. But you'll manage somehow.
Hopefully.
Won't you? You're so confident.
Well, ish. Why do you need a Pimpernel?
A Pimpernel. Far as I know, it's got no use in alchemy apart from...
Did you teach your grandmother to suck eggs? It's not any Pimpernel,
Lord of the Rings.
but the one that grows in the Muscovy Forest. And if the rumors are true, a creature jealously guards all the herbs growing there.
Forest creature jealously guarding some secrets? Sounds familiar.
Okay, I'll do it then.
All right, I'll do it.
Whether I can do it
but
today?
This ritual you want to perform, what's that about?
If you wish to be my apprentice, you must stop asking questions. I decide what to tell
Kill
you
him. I'll kill
and
him.
what to do it. Now go, chop chop, before I change my mind.
I'll probably ruin this, knowing me. Right, here we go then. There's going to be a good one, this one. Right, okay. Yeah, all over the map. Yeah. Don't we love this, don't we? Okay. Well, let's try these two first. Let's try that one first, and it's just there. But yeah, more travelling. So it's where the travelling bit. I don't know. This game is so big that I think there was no need to make this a slow process on travelling. I think they could have just let us do it direct to it. Would have been a simpler option. Because this game is vast, and with the DLC, you know, it's really big DLC, this one. So it looks like there's nowhere close, but at least that'll cut the our journey short a little bit. So I probably won't be able to do this by the end of today. So there will, you know, there could be a little bit of a wait before the next one, because if I have that, you know, if that eye operation is going to happen next week and nothing delays it, then we could miss a week. So it'll take a while before I get back to this one. Okay, so beware, this could be the last episode for until next week, where, you know, it'll be another week beyond that. So it'll be 2 weeks for the next one. If the appointment is still gone, you know, there's a possibility that they can't get a doctor again, so well, surgeon. So possibly it might be delayed, but hopefully not. It's going to end badly, isn't it? Oh, I just smell it. But yeah, I am still wondering why these oils. They could well be on there, but I'm just not aware that it's changing. So that could be a known bug, I don't know. I might look that up to see if there's any way of fixing that. So it's a bit hard for me to, you know, put an oil on because I don't know whether it's working. So I'm going to do a save here before we get to any kind of fighting. Oh, did it do it? I'm not sure if it did it then. Alright. Because you can't change it once you get into a battle, unless you can get far enough away. Always got, yes, trouble. You always got to keep looking to find out how far away you are. Right, it's just there, so it's not too far. But I'll try and, as close as I can, I'll try and do a save. He says it's up, so I'll do a save every now and again, just in case something goes wrong and I have to go back. Right, we're going up now, so I do like the system that tells you, you know, you go up or down. I find that a really good system. It really does help with navigation. So they're not bad on that navigation, just occasionally.
Someone picked the bloom recently.
It just lets us down sometimes. Do you want me to take the beak off?
Another seeker of Pimpernel.
Ah.
Another?
Gremist has sent countless young druids into the forest. They emerge drained, with a blank stare, and with no flower. And they never speak of what happened. I've asked Gremist to stop the folly. He looked at me and laughed. But the fun's over.
So
one of our novices, Raymond, has failed to return.
I say,
come to find him, alive or dead.
Well, let's about the forest. Can you tell me about it?
What do you know about this forest?
Not much.
Spriggans?
Funny, isn't it? A druid should know every tree, every bush. But even we know not to venture to some parts of the isle. We can subdue animals, but not monsters. And the word is, one has made its lair here.
A Leshen? An Axabron?
Sadly, I don't know. As I said, those who have entered do not speak of who or what they saw.
Okay, well, let's go in together then.
Listen, you're looking for a druid, I'm looking for a flower. Let's go in together.
Why not? I could use the help of a tracker. Lead the way.
So is this where... Yeah, the light is that way, so... I'll tell you what, I'll just draw the curtain, because that will lighten up this side. I'll give it a minute. Right, because I haven't got my shorts on yet, so you know, I don't want to show off too much of my legs.
No petals.
Right then, so we got a head there, okay. So what we got to do? Follow the bushes. Right, there's something showing up. Right, there it is.
Hoofprints, but a biped's.
That's two-legged people if you didn't. I'm going to pick these up. Right, okay. Bipeds. It's probably a bicycle. Oh, that's a moped, isn't it? Right, okay, right, let's get in there. Try not to kill this man. This is just a warming up bit. I won't pick up all of her. Oh, crikey. Oh yeah, I am not locking on. I don't like locking on generally, so I'm trying not to hurt the guy. Wow, he's not bad to be honest. I'll tell you what, I'll pick up a couple, but I think I've already got Dong Tallow, and I am looking for a wolf. So it was something I had to find from a wolf, I think.
Flower.
Oh,
petals.
Sorry about that one. I've probably got disorientated now. There's a wolf slit. I wonder if it's that. What was the one we had to give to that Morvad? Was it wolf's liver? I can't remember. Right, let's try and track it again. There's something there. Oh, I think that was. Do I need that? Fine. Where are we? So was it that way or that way? I think it's that way. I'll tell you what, I'll pick it up for a minute just in case I do need that. Yeah, I've got a feeling this is leading back. Yeah, looks like it was leading back. Right, okay. Because it does disappear every now and again, so. But you know, it looks like it's in that direction, doesn't it? Suspiciously. So let's save right here then. Seeing as about to enter a fight. Now, Skellig is more difficult than the rest of the game, so when you come here, don't come here too early in the game, because it is more difficult. Now, if I can see what that is before I get there, I'll try and do another save. Oh, I did a new one. And I'll maybe get this ready. Right, so what is it? It is... Oh, it's an arachnid thing. Right, okay, right, let's have a look in here. Just so I'm more... I think it's arachnid oil or something. It usually does point it out. But it could be two things then. What's it showing up here? Oh, I think it's a relic, is it? Hang on. We get rid of that one. It's a relic by the look of it. This was, it looks like it was a. It could be that there's two. Is that insect thing plus something else? Yeah, no, because there's the insect ones, which are, you know, these are like insectoid oil, or it could be another one. So I'm not quite sure which one it is. It looks like it's. Yeah, it does look like the insect ones. Let me just put that on and hope it does go on. I don't remember where it is really. Yeah, if we put that one on, hopefully that'll work. Right, let me just check what thing I can use on it actually. Because we've only got like two big ones here, so it's Not sure what that one does. Let me just see what that one does. Which is... where are we? Is it this one here? Oh, immunity. Yeah. So let me... yeah, in trouble is I've got to switch to it. So let me take that one, then go back. Right, and then... okay, right, I missed it a bit easier doing that. Right, now we've got to pick up all the stuff. But yeah, I think that's why they're changing to this. Yeah, the insects can be a bit deadly because of their poison, but you know, you need some good, you know, some good kind of potions to be able to do it. You can do it without that, but you'll take a bit of a beating. So it's a good idea to have the correct stuff because they can hit hard and fast. A bit like everything in this game, they do hit really hard and fast. So it's hard to keep out of the way of it, really. Right, I'm looking for the track. Yeah, keep switching it. See, that's the only trouble with the system. Because it depends which one you're aiming at. Right, okay. Is it this one? Might be this way. That's the trouble, isn't it? You're not quite sure which way it is sometimes. Looks like this is right. Every now and again we've just got to update it, so look out for those question marks. Is that one down there?
There were flowers here as well.
So don't forget that, you know,
every last one.
look for those question marks to update it. Otherwise it won't update and then it won't you'll be able to go to the next part of it, or it might not show up the track. So make sure you do that so that it keeps on progressing. So I didn't get so much trouble when I first played this.
Footprints, some fresh, others faded, all leading in the same direction.
So I doubt if we can finish this today because it's already, you know, not very long to go. So we'll try and finish this off next time.
Oh, no. Oh, stop, please. Haha. Oh, this is great. No, stop.
Oh, I thought it was lip sync had gone then, but it's this chap.
Stop it, that tickles. Oh,
Oh no,
to play this game, you horny old woman.
Unhanded, hellish creature. Rammond, step away from her.
Calm down. I've not been harmed. I came here...
You don't know what you're saying. She's cast a spell on you.
Nonsense. I need no spell. These boys come here themselves. In fact, I must use magic to drive them away, make them go home. Only Rammond was nice, so I let him stay.
He seems happy, doesn't he?
Your wretched charm won't work on me. I shall kill you here and now, monster.
What do you think, Geralt? It's quite attractive, to be honest. You know, well, she's harmless.
I don't see any reason to kill her. She's a monster, sure, but a sentient one.
Yeah.
And basically harmless.
And
No
she's
such
pretty.
thing. Just as there's no dry water, no cold fire. But if you'll not help, very well. I shall tend to her
I mean, it
myself.
could be that, you know, I'm slightly biased.
I'd advise
you know,
against it.
And it might be a bad
I
idea.
will return. With one who does not carry a sword for show.
Oh.
Why did
So-
you take my side?
I've probably done the wrong
I'm
decision
afraid
there.
you'll be sorely disappointed. I don't generally couple with witches, especially not out of
It's a
gratitude.
shame. Yeah, why not? Let's find out the answer to that one.
Tell me why not. Is it the scars?
I detest when a man smells of blood. You witches always reek of it.
Well,
Fiend blood, trot blood, and these are my brethren.
You're
Well, I
right.
do wash now and again.
But unlike fiends and chorts, you...
Have ample breasts and a pretty face. I know.
Well, yeah, I wouldn't
Their
have
lack of
noticed.
these attributes. Is that what makes them easy to kill?
It's a bit more complicated than that. But never
Well,
mind.
doesn't
No
me.
means no, I get it.
Do you know if there's another way you can pay me? Like, you know, give me a really high-powered potion or some secret.
Can't think of another way you can repay me. I'm looking for Pimpernel. You know this forest.
Yeah.
Maybe you could help me.
I shall take you myself. And you, Rammond, go pick some more violets.
Yeah.
Just the indigo ones this time.
Indigo? You mean blue?
No. Indigo is indigo. Men.
Oh, man, yeah. Turned by the slightest thing, isn't it?
Why you need all
well,
these
we're
flowers?
simple creatures.
Nosy, aren't you? Wait and see.
We are very simple creatures. I love your tail. We are very simple creatures. Then come down. We're very simple creatures. Simple things we like. And women are, you know, more complicated. But that's what makes them, you know, the way they are. And we both complement each other. Because, you know, we help out with the brute stuff and the engineering problems and whatnot, you know, and they use their vast intelligence to help sort out every other situation. They don't lament brute power and ignorance.
Pretty, don't you think?
That's a generalisation.
Flowers, violets, kingcups, pimpernels. I must pick some edelweiss.
But yeah, I think this game, although this game does look really good,
I've put a lot of work
it was starting to show its age, and because it's a slightly buggy engine, I think that is why they decided to change and go for an upgrade. And we'll decide whether that works out for the best, but hopefully it will. Okay, so which one have we got to do? So yeah, it depends which one we switch on here.
Now, shoo! I await someone.
So right, let me just refresh myself on what I have to do now, because I finished up with these things here. So we got to find the abandoned distillery. Okay, so if we get stuck, just do that. Right, we've got to find the abandoned distillery, which because you know we can't see where that is on the map, because I don't believe we can get through here, can we? Or can we? There's the Pimpernel. Okay, so we found that. Okay, right. So now we've got to find the other one, yeah, and depending on where it is. So that's one bit. Now let's just see where it is on the map, because it could be a long way away. Yeah, that one's probably the nearest, so let's go for that one. So yeah, we'll see whether we can complete this. Probably might not be able to. I don't want to go for it, you know. I've already done 3 hours. I wasn't intending to do 3 hours, but you know, Nick is a bit on and off. Sometimes it is better than other days. So I don't want to put too much strain on it. Yeah, I've got to be careful there, because if I slip down. Oh, I keep doing that. I keep heading towards the thing. That's the trouble with this system. Is you know, it marks it, and you know, you tend to, you know, because you're always referring to these dots all the time. Yeah, this is the problem. That's why I don't like slippery rocks in games, because it just makes navigation difficult. And you know, rocks aren't as slippery as this in real life. You know, you can grip on them. Now, whether I can get up this, probably not. But you know, it can be a bit difficult, so I may have to head there. I mean, I'll try it. I'll try it, because sometimes you can go part of this way up. But if you do start to slide, it could slide for a long way. But I think there are some quests where you have to do it. Yeah, see what I mean? He does slide, so it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to die by falling. But just in case, I'm going to do that. Because sometimes, you know, you can go quite a fair way up, but got to be careful you don't drop off. So I'll try it for a minute. No, it's not going to do it. But I do like the fact that you do slide, so it makes it's a little bit easier because it's not a guaranteed death. What we've got to do is find a path. We can get onto the path. It's very dense forest, as you can see. So good luck on the Unreal Engine. So if we can head to there, and then we can should be able to head to there, hopefully. So it looks like we're on track. So imagine, this game, considering it does run really well. Considering, the engine, it does run pretty good. I think it's performance or quality. I generally do it on quality, although I think I am on performance mode at the moment, and it does run pretty well. I don't know what it is like on PC, but it seems to be running quite well. I don't notice vast changes when I go through forest and things get tragically, really bad or anything like that. But okay. Right, as I say, these creatures are more difficult on here. If you can get that parry, it can help. I'll try doing that. Right, okay, I can't refill it at the moment. But yeah, you see what I mean about it. I'm not locked on, but it still wants to draw you toward the enemy, so that's why it's a little bit tricky. You've got to try and do it early, before they attack you. That's the secret of the Witcher, really. You've got to try and get in quick hit before they do, because they come at you at such speed that it's very difficult to avoid. So you've got to pick all this stuff up, this really important stuff that helps to with your mutagens, because you can create bigger ones. So make sure you pick all this stuff up. I'm just going to look up here because there could be some loot here. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that, but I did. Right, just in case, yeah, like there, for instance. So it's always a good idea to look at and look for it. I may say that a lot, but yeah, it definitely helps. It's what it's there for. It's for you to use. Right, it seems to be this area here. I hope I'm on the right one. Yeah. Okay, so make sure you flick to the right one if there's plenty of them. Well, one thing about this, it does, when there's a couple of things like that, at least you can switch between them. So it's quite handy in that way. Right, there's an entrance here. Hope it's not leading back. Right, I can't really sneak in, can I? Well, it's an ogre, obviously. So, ogrid oil. I mean, I don't need to look it up. So, yeah, for some reason I picked that up. So let's drop that. So let's go for ogrid oil, which where was it down here? Ogrid oil. God, I cannot actually remember that. Whether that's being applied or not, so far it doesn't seem to be working. It always shows relic the whole time. So I don't know where it means the weapon is a relic. So it could well be that it is on there, and I'm just reading it wrong. Let me just check how much it is on there. Yeah, I have problems with my eyesight, as you know. Forgot I was going to repair something then. Where's my repair stuff? Oh, I can't repair the weapon. Let me just check my armor. 90, 90. 80, so 86. It's not too bad actually. That one does 15, so I'll do that one there. All right, so we've got ogrid oil. The other one is hang on, I've got to look what it was. Where is it? Ogrid. It's ogrid oil and northern wind. So let me try the northern wind. So I've got to switch to this one. I can't get used to those. So I don't know whether I've got to fight that or not. I'll try to see if we can get away with not fighting it. But it's a Cyclops.
Breath's downright flammable.
Sorry, I got a little bit too close there. Yeah, he's just going to swing a bit. Right, I'm going to try using the bomb. Oh, very effective.
Ugly bastard.
But I say you don't get many chances. But yeah, as you can see, you know, you can't do much very quickly. Oh God, what's happening? What's that? No, 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 get out of there! Get, oh God! Oh no, it keeps turning the light on! Oh, drat! I can't get past this! God, for goodness sake, it keeps lighting that stupid torch! I can't get away here! Oh dear, oh dear. God, this is kind of stuff on. Yeah, this is why I don't hate this. This is why I hate this lock-on system. We're not actually locking on, and yet it's still giving me problems. Right, I can't do that anymore, so I'm a little bit of trouble now. And you know, it's so quick. A big lumbering thing like that should not be as much as that. I'm trying to think what it was now. I'll probably put Gwen on, to be honest. And then I'll try Axie if I can. But yeah, it comes at such speed, it's really hard to keep out of the way because he's forever locking on. It's not locked on, but it does kind of turn towards it, which makes getting away slower than it normally is. Yeah, it comes at you at quite a pace. So let me just check the options here. Oh. I do hate it when UIs are, you know, dependent on pressing two or three buttons consecutively. It really, you know, it really does annoy me. It really does. Right, Axie. Yeah, I tried Axie there. It didn't make any difference. So that didn't seem to work. So I'm trying to keep out of the way, but you know, it just doesn't really do it. It's like it's always pulling towards the enemy. So it makes it really difficult for me to do this stuff. Yeah, see, it doesn't affect him at all. I'm going to go for hard instead. But the little dog doesn't really do it. And he does break all over the place. It'll make it very difficult for you to get out. So I'm going to try hard, but you know, you've got to do it before he... Yeah, that doesn't do anything either. So I'm just going to hang on a minute, try and get out of the way. But yeah, once he starts this thing, you know... It might be that I've got a setting for the camera to constantly look at the enemy, in which case I'll turn that one off. Right, I'm going to put that on again. Let me do Gwen. Yeah, trying to time it right. Oh, I'm trying to block then, that's probably a bad idea. But yeah, it's very difficult. He's so big that he has his reach is greater than yours, so it makes it a little bit difficult to hit him. Because he does this run, you've got to give yourself space to be able to get past him. So it just makes it really tricky. Yeah, I might try that. Oh, that didn't work. That didn't work then. Come on. Right, okay, right. So I got a power where if I hold
look around peacefully now.
It does a shield which, when it breaks, because I can't remember how many seconds it is, but when it breaks, it knocks them back. So I was hoping to do that, but the trouble was, I took the power out of the thing, so it's not as good as it used to be, because I find I'd rather have the Quen bit where it just gives me protection for a certain amount of time, because you know, you've got to do it at the right time and it only lasts for a certain amount of time, so I'm a little bit more unsure about using that. So I tried to go back to the kind of traditional way of doing it to see if it would make it a bit easier for me to do. Right. Right, I think I've got to go up there. Let me get a torch out in a minute. Always having to keep swapping between stuff. I wish there was... I know UIs is a problem when you've got lots of options, but it really does make it difficult in negotiating these games, doesn't it? When you have lots of stuff like that. Yeah, because he kept trying to turn on the torch, see, because I couldn't get away. Every time I was pressing the X button to roll away, which was also... It just so happened to be lighting the torch, so that's why I found it very difficult to get out of that situation there. Somebody is not... Oh, okay, right, okay, I thought I was doing that, so let's take all that. Right, that's enhanced Spectre oil. We'll take all that. Yeah, it does kind of switch between a lot of things, so... Try and get as much as you can.
Recipes.
Right, that's the Distillery.
Parchment's a little faded, but legible.
Right, let's read that, because I've had a lot of reading today. It's put a bit of a strain on my eyes today. Because I do need to put my eye drops in very shortly. I'm giving you one last chance. Either do everything properly or your apprenticeship is over and you can start packing your bags. Here are your instructions. Read them twice to make sure they make it into the watery brain of yours. Oh dear. Put the mash in the evaporator, light the fire under the evaporator, cool it, then turn the right lever, then left, not the other way around. So right, then left. Right, then left. Now, is that hard? No, the answer is no, so go to work. P.S. Don't toss rotten malt out behind the distillery, dump it in the stream. Otherwise someone will catch a whiff of something and come to investigate. Okay, I'll try, hopefully it will remind us of that. Good. So that's the one we just... Right, damn beast comes around again, refused to go till I poured some spirit in the basin till it's filled to the brim. It drank it all in one step, sharp and left. Not a week passed and it's come again. I throw stones to chase it off, then it throws stones back and broke 3 of my ribs. Howled and screamed till I poured some more. I've gone through my ledger. That ploughing beast drank half my supply. I shan't give it another drop no matter what. Think it's time I call for a wisher. Yeah, it's really making my neck ache today, all this reading. It's all this leaning forward I have to do. So hopefully I'll have a lot less of that to do when this eye surgery is done. So that'll help me enormously, because that's one of the things that kind of aggravates it. Right, so I've got to find some mash, which looks like it's outside. No, it looks like it is inside. Could be in here. I mean, I wouldn't have thought it's that. I'll try up here. Oops. I forgot he puts it away when it goes out. Yeah, what's the point of coming off there? Oh right, oh I see, it's to go up there. Right, okay, well I've got to find the mash thing first. Oh, that's
lucky. Bit of mash left.
Right. Use the machine to produce alcohol. Now right, I'm going to have to read that letter again. So yeah, I'm going to do a lot of reading today. So it's proven a little bit tricky to do. So, you know, I have got to do my eye drops. I was hoping to finish it today, but I'll have to finish in a minute. I'm going to have to carry on next time, because I don't want to go on for hours and hours and hours, because that's just making my neck even worse, and I've got even more reading to do. So, Okay, so let me go back down and hope I'll remember all this next time on this, because yeah, you're always having to go back and read these other things, because yeah, where is it? Yeah, here. See, where's the evaporator? Is it at the top or the bottom? So I imagine it'd be in the top. Yeah, I imagine it's in that top bit. Okay. If anybody's watching, and you know, just if you could just point out that that is the correct thing to do, but it seems like, you know, it seems the obvious thing to do, doesn't it? Although it could be that it's not here. I wonder why they got a ladder here then. So that's going outside. So it does say, oh, it does say below. So it must be down the bottom bit. I've got to put it in. Where is it? Right here. Right, so I've got to open here.
Here's where the mash goes,
right.
Probably.
Right, add the mash. Start. Okay.
Done.
Sorry about the beak.
Now to boil the mash.
Right, so I presume. So I think I've got to light this. I'll do a save in case I get this wrong. But I think I have to light it now.
Ought to be enough. Time to cool it down.
So how do I cool it down? I've got to go up here to cool it down. Or have I just got to wait? Not really quite sure what I've got to do here. I just wish it would point at things. Is there something I've got to interact with? Yeah, I just wish it would help a bit more. It looks like it is something to do with this. I mean, it looks like it is something to do with that. Oh, it might be this. Oh,
well. Turns out I'm quite the distiller.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. See, this is why I need the book, because I can't remember which way round it was now. Was it the left then the right, or was it the right then the left? Oh, it says take the spirit, so let's take the spirit. How do I take the spirit? That. Oh dear, so in trouble. Why put linked next to that? Right, we found that. Right, okay. Yeah. I just feel these things, although you know it highlights it. You know, it's too easy to hit other things. You know, if you put the load of barrels right near the thing you're supposed to interact with, it makes it difficult to interact with it. So it's stuff like that, I think, which you know, can make things a little bit more difficult for you, because you know you could accidentally press the wrong one, and you know, and then that does the wrong result. So now that I've done that, I've got to get back out. So I'll just check there's nothing else of worth. No, it's just that. If you do drop stuff, it you know, you're always able to come back and pick that up if you want. It will stay there, I think. Right, I've got to find the difficult bit is finding the travel spot, which is it this stone here? So yeah, and hopefully we can finish. But yeah, you see, there's a lot of travelling. Oh dear, yeah, that's why you know, for us older people, you know, when the old brain cells start to, you know, it's a little bit harder to work stuff out. God, it puts you through it a little bit sometimes. So you know, it's a good idea to cater for us now and again, and just so you can make things a little bit easier for us. Right, okay. So let me just check my quest and make sure I'm doing everything properly. Right, we got we seem to be doing it okay. Right, so it should be him.
You Fritjof?
That's right. And what do they call you, Witcher?
Me? Drifter, stranger, mutant, sometimes even by my name. Geralt of Rivia.
Ha! A man with a sense of humour. I like that. Well,
yeah,
what can I do for you, Geralt?
My eyes are a bit dry now, so yeah, Gremist wants to see you, so I'm trying to finish this as soon as I can.
Need you to help him perform a ritual.
A ritual? Will this one stop him from being a mean old goat? I would go see him for old time's sake, but I've more important matters on my mind. Look about you. The ground. See how dry it is. It's not rained for weeks.
Okay.
The grass and pastures
Right,
is withered. Sheep are starving. I must bring rain, but fear that... Wait just a moment. Perhaps you could help me.
How? I'm a man of many talents, but manipulating the weather's not one of them.
I have in mind a different skill, involving your sword. You see, Mother Nature dislikes it when you take something from her by force. She will defend herself. So fiercely, in fact, that I could use a defender myself.
Right, well, we'll do this next week. Okay? Right, okay, deal a favour for a favour.
Sure, I'll help. Provided you go see Gremist afterwards.
Agreed. Now follow me.
Right,
Time
and then
for
we'll
a little
save.
storm.
Right, hopefully I can save. So right, we're going to save here, and we're going to stop, because this is going on for a long time. Alright, so I'll save onto the one underneath. Right, okay, so let's leave it there, because my eyes are quite dry. I'm around about the time, so I've gone a little bit over, about 20 minutes past where I should be doing my eyesight thing. So you know, it's not absolutely times. You know, I have to do it exactly on time. You know, it's within a certain time. So it's not crucial, but it does dry out. So, and it's a hot day, so that's making it even worse. Okay, so thank you all for coming in. There's not many come in today, so just Narinder came in today. Alright, so thanks Narinder Sidhu. Thanks coming in, Narinder, and popping in there for the chat. Really appreciate that. And if anybody's you know, watching afterwards and enjoyed it today, hit that like and subscribe button. And you know, maybe what I learn on this, you know, other people can learn who might be struggling with some of the kind of systems. It's quite a complicated. I found it also the same in, you know, the Witcher 2. I've only played a little bit of Witcher 1, but the Witcher 2, that was equally, you know, there was a lot of complicated stuff to go, a lot of potions to brew. With that, if you didn't put your potion on before the battle, you couldn't actually put it on at all.
We burn folk at
So
the
you're
stake as they
even
do
more
on the
limited. So
continent.
they eased it off a
Better a
little bit in
sacrifice
this
of
one,
goats and sheep.
so that it wasn't quite so crucial. I'll get rid of the beak for next time, unless you want me to keep it going. Alright, so we've got a follow him, so that's what we'll do next time. I won't drop any stuff off. I can carry plenty at the moment. Okay, so if we look at inventory, you know, I can carry up to 160 now. So there's plenty of stuff here. I'll get rid of all this. This is all the new stuff. I like to clear all this out of the way so that I don't have to worry about it. And then I know, you know, nothing's new come up. So if I do get something, you know, if I do a bit of exploration off camera, which I might not, it depends, then at least you can see the new things if I think of it. Alright, so thank you all for watching. Thank you to Narinder for coming into the chat today, and hopefully I'll see you on Saturday with Skyrim on our anniversary edition with Arachasae, which seems to be really popular, so I'm glad you're enjoying that one. It's my first time doing Assassin, and so far it's gone really well. I seem to build a nice character there based around Sneak and a dagger, So hopefully we can do well on that game. So don't forget, next Tuesday and next Thursday and next Saturday I probably won't be streaming because I'll have my surgery on Tuesday. So you know, I'll be out for the whole week. I'm not allowed to do anything strenuous or anything like that for a whole week. So just to stop, you know, my blood pressure getting too high, or maybe it bursting a blood vessel or anything like that. So I've got to be very careful with what I do. I mustn't put my eyes under too much strain. I should get results within a few days, they said, but I have to, you know, wash my eyes every few hours. So it's quite a process I've got to go through. But you know, I won't get pain for very long. It's literally, you know, the same day or the next day I may get a headache or something, grittiness in the eye. But after that, you know, it should ease off considerably. So I should be okay. So don't worry too much about it. I'm not too worried about it. And hopefully I'll see you Saturday. If not, I'll see you a week beyond that, before I'll be back, which I think is be about the 30th or the 31st of 30th of June. So it'll probably be the 1st of August. Could be the next one after Saturday. Alright, but I'll keep you posted. Look on my community post to get any updates if that changes. Because, you know, they could change the date again. Alright, so thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. And guess what? I'll see you later. Have a good day, everyone. And have a great big rest of the week. Bye for now. Bye. And thanks for watching. And thanks to we did alright until that little bit at the end. Alright, bye for now. And we'll continue it next time. Okay? Bye bye.